Joggermo. I feel like that was actually Joggermo with the snipe. But it's time to jump into this match. It's going to be so fun. Get ready for this and take it away, Bren and Sideshow.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, excited to get this one started here. Two
team?
prowess teams.
What?
Honestly, the powerhouse teams.
What teams are playing?
Versus PRX. And I mean, you got heavy hitters, you got heavy aimers, man. You know.
I kind of feel like EDG is going to be
incredible.
I mean, especially because
wow.
EDG,
I'm sorry, I'm a passionate PRX
playing
fan.
against explosive teams like PRX.
We are
winning
winning the
other
tournament.
Chinese squads in
Yeah, I doubt that.
in matches
we
over
are.
in the Asian regions.
No.
So this
Haven't even lost the game yet.
super interesting.
Because I haven't even started yet.
Yes, it did. We
This
played
time,
one game yesterday.
With the addition of a
2-0.
little special something.
I meant this.
Finally.
Oh.
Not
Now,
yesterday,
having
though.
said that, something's
Yeah, we
gonna
haven't
like
lost
breach
the
on
map
this
yet
match.
either.
That's normal for them. That's what they like to do.
Can you turn the
The change
quality up,
being
or is that just
away
the
from
screen
the double
share?
duelist setup to much more of a
Screen
mirror.
share.
So Jing is going to take on a lot more of this. Might end up getting decided by the supporting
Okay.
cast. We saw nobody carrying yesterday.
Forsaken taking point.
Alright,
Orb
let's see it.
being taken. Slight peek. Nobody brought
peek
down
it.
close to the corner. Howard on,
Thank
but he's
you.
going to get overwhelmed. Very quickly at that. Smokes drop down.
Yeah.
Carve out a
Wait.
path
What?
to the side, but it's a
What?
freebie for them. They'll be able to get the plant down. No questions
What's up?
asked.
Both
Okay, I
of these
see.
teams are going to
Nobody
stay
in
tight,
something.
get those trades. Which
I
means
keep
that
getting
the
confused because there was
opening
a
duels we saw
CS
there,
pro
Forsaken being
named
able to pick off
somebody.
nobody.
But
That matters so much. It puts you at a player advantage
Yeah,
once all the trades are out.
Some teams are rushing, kid.
Got this high-low set up already.
Sudden.
Mutual being held the fault line. Just about
Just
missing here.
added
Kang
to
Kang
it.
decent
Dude,
damage
we
done on
PRX,
either side
wait, this
here.
guy's feeling himself.
Go
That's a player
divide.
advantage for PRX.
Go divide. Go something.
Get into it and something.
Something!
Yes. On the
I told
stage
you,
this time,
he's
this time,
nuts.
isn't it?
Certainly is.
Oh, it's one round and you're already going in.
PRX have got
Shut
that talent
up,
to be
you
able to go
went-
toe-to-toe
you
with
just
EDG.
Already.
We know
Who's that? Who are we looking at?
Something.
Pretty explosive pistol round
That's
there.
Forsaken.
I was talking about the supportive cast, and I really feel like while there's a lot of hype surrounding the
Something's
clash
the far
between
one. Divides the
Jing
little,
and
like,
Kung,
kind of
Jing
fatter
and Kung
kid
Kung,
with braces.
and, add something in there as well when he's going
He
to be
has
on
braces?
duelist.
Yeah.
And even Smoggy
Divide
once we get
does.
to some of the
It's kinda
maps where we
goofy,
potentially see
but,
play double
it
duelist
works.
compositions.
What the? Wait,
So
Devi?
much
Oh,
of this
wait.
could
How
end
in the
up
world
being
do you?
by that
That's such a
kind of
weird name.
supportive cast.
Yeah, and you're seeing the supportive utility already with the fault line.
Oh,
Flash
team
is
flash.
exchange. They're not shying away. They're not backing away from
There's
this
so
fight.
much util.
Plenty of bodies.
Gene,
Three
to the
way
right.
still close to the
Gene.
corner. An absolute repeat of the first round.
no,
except
the
this
right.
much. More players actually stacking towards the side here. Kang Kang needs some assistance, but back towards the side. Yeah, just Chichu left alive, so could have
Rolled
been
over.
could have been dangerous, but no.
Completely
Ken-
rolled over there.
wait,
I mean,
Ken
that's just
what?
PRX grouping up
Ken
and being
is,
able to trade off each other with better weaponry.
KKY.
What the frick?
Yeah,
He's
that's the
static.
guy Toasty
With
was
Forsaken
like
moving over to
hyping
Sky,
up.
I really feel like this guy's the
Yeah,
best
'cause he's
How
good.
do you-
He's
for
off.
his career
He is
is
good.
stop
Yeah,
playing
wait,
Jet
why
Set
is his
all the
name
time,
like
really
that?
broaden his
That's what I
horizons,
said.
become
That's
the
why I
flex
said his name kind of
player that this
sucks.
team needs alongside Devi. They kind of swapped the
It
role
doesn't
around
make
between
sense.
them.
I
and
was
they're
trying to
both
pronounce it yesterday, and I was
excellent.
like, "What is that?"
I couldn't agree more. It's added
'Cause I was
so much
looking
more
at
in terms of compositions that they
EDG's
can play.
roster.
PRX are just going to barrel through tree here as well.
Yeah, there won't
It's
be
like
much
his real
to-
name.
What is he calling tree? He's calling B name
Yeah,
tree?
noise made.
Yeah, that's what
Definitely
some
thought
people
this was
call
gonna be
it.
a bit quicker. Oh, this is okay. So this looks.
I
like
think
it's
they
gonna
just
set
have
up
to.
double
I
back
think
into
the casters have to use
something
the
that's going into the
official
tunnel, so he has
callouts.
an aftershock
Yeah,
and
they gotta
stun
call the
lineup here.
names.
Bro,
So this is
I
a
know
very
more
getting
EU
deep
callouts
into
than
the
NA
pressure on
callouts.
these players.
Eight in the back.
Yeah, they have to use the
Fault line set it up
official
as
like
counter
map
plays.
callouts though. Like they have to
Easily
use
sets up
like
the fault line and the aftershock
like they have to. Yeah, you hear he says the fault line.
And the
Like they have to do
aftershock.
that.
Standing
And
Well,
in,
I call it
down.
aftershock. I don't know what you call that, but like I call it a stun. You know. What would you call the? What would you call the aftershock other than aftershock?
Something.
Oh man, I think he loses
Nah,
this.
he wins
Bit
this.
more
Watch.
doable. One flash
Think
available.
they're
He knows
blind?
exactly where
Does
he
he
is.
use it?
Just doubled up.
Nope.
That's a
Take the
blind.
peek and the timing.
That's just land right there. That's just like land reaction time.
Now we
That's
were
one of
meant
the
to lose
classic
that round.
PRX plays that they pull out
like
on
bonus.
Fracture, so they have the
That's how
aftershock
money
and
works,
stun
yeah.
line up
Yeah.
for a double blast pack play. Deep into
But,
the the idea being that most
like-
of the time,
like
teams, if they're
the
playing
blast
standard
pack,
retake
like you
kind
see,
of
it's
setups on B,
it's like
they're
when
gonna be holding
Myth
towards generator there, or deep in
talked
this
about how he got in
position,
trouble
but EDG
for
are
saying
holding so far
kill
back. You saw
instead of
Smoggy
eliminate
using
in
his fault line
Fortnite.
really far away.
That's what they say, fault line.
Really
I mean, it's not the same here because we say
I think
kill
that's
in
exactly
Valorant,
what
like
you're
it's
gonna need
KD, but
to be able to beat PRX. Now, am I really seeing
Bro, that's
Divide
not
go for a
simple.
glass
He
cannon
genuinely
Vandal?
got in trouble for that, though.
No armor on
yeah,
Divide.
I mean,
Bought the Vandal.
I mean, it makes sense though because they want it to be like,
Or something like that.
Family friendly.
yeah, they want it to be watchable by
Divide
anyone.
has no
Taste
armor,
test,
by the
honestly,
way.
of what we might be expecting with
Wait,
this.
what?
Vandal, no
The
armor.
gunfire
KJ.
exchange on either side.
The 4v.
It's really
Divide.
the same approach.
Divide.
Drop.
Is how you say it.
Think like David.
Divide, like
David.
Divide.
divide. That means like let's go.
But it's where PRX have found their
Yeah, it's
success.
just the 4s are A's.
Basic
Oh!
sight.
Divide.
I thought you were saying divide, like with
My
I.
streak
Like,
is literally 1
Finally, a
HP.
kill.
I was thinking divide, but no second D.
I
So
know.
just hold here, though.
Come on, James.
Can close. Flash.
Yes,
To the
good
side here,
trades.
But doubled up, they're going to bring down the players.
Oh, and the
who
heel.
Hold on to walls. On the flank as well. Chi-Chi.
Oh, dude, he
Damn,
just
there's
solo
a-
swing the
Forced
flank.
to save, really. $300.
KJ
Do
div.
much more with it. With the rifle.
Yeah,
Still
Divide's
make
just
control of
better.
it. I mean, players are weak.
He's going to prod, but he's going to get pushed. I mean, Forsaken's round the corner with a flash from something. Both
So how hard
Oh
is
my
PRX gonna
God.
sweep? Oh shoot, what?
Threes right down.
I was about to say how hard. He's not gonna win. There's not enough time.
Going to, but that's
There's not enough time, but yeah, that's so hard to
He's got
eco.
to get onto
I
it.
know.
He's missed it. He's missed the timing.
But he has taken all
You
4
lose.
players
Oh,
down.
it's
as
so
well.
rough.
There's a silver lining into that round itself.
How does that even
Oh,
happen?
Looking a little bit bleak, but
Well, it's
Don't
PRX,
count
so we
these
just
players
bum
out.
rush everybody.
That is very
Yeah,
reminiscent of
basically.
one of the moments that we
They
saw
literally
in
like.
the
There's been no like slow pushes.
No, oh,
So
no,
far.
no, no, no,
Not
we
what
don't
they
play
do.
slow.
Yeah, they've just been
They have
taking
played that
sides.
since
Player
their
just
first
catching a
tournament
bullet
game.
lined up there.
Dude, was that a coach?
That was
yeah,
Alex
like their coach.
Oh,
Nobody really
PRX?
pausing to
Yeah,
try
Yeah.
PRX.
and tuck in and trade.
They're saving?
What the?
It
Wait.
hasn't done that much
Yeah.
damage even to the economy,
Oh,
though, especially
never
because
mind.
EDG themselves are going to get knocked down. So there's another chance for PRX to build their bank back up. At some point here, EDG
They're
needs to be
hitting
able
the
to counter
same
what's happening.
thing?
PRX are grouping 4 players up. They're playing a lot of 4-1,
I don't know
which
what
is a
they're
little
trying to sell
unusual on
here.
Fracture. Although you do see teams go for it. And they're just looking for a tiny bit of information to give the cue.
Wait,
Anyone
they're
in your
rotating
chat?
off of A. Or no, yeah, Jet is.
Anyone in your chat?
No.
I mean, it's just a repeat of the prior
No.
round.
Unless you are. I
Very
mean,
contact walking
No,
all
I'm
the way
not.
through.
yeah, no one's doing that. Maybe Cheese, but
The
that's. I
Seeker's
don't.
going to be used.
Oh yeah, I was praying he would pop those
To the side once
seekers.
more, it does clear.
Come on, find him through smoke. He did not find him.
Lost control of A halls. Seekers have to be broken. The post-line positioning isn't.
What in the world are you doing? What is Divide doing?
Divide's in Lala. Divide's in
Wait,
Lala right
wait,
now.
he actually is. Wait. I thought
Wait,
he'd be
there it
late.
was. When this attempt comes through, but it's
I think he
happening
might make
fast.
it.
EDG wasting time of it. Dash forwards by Kang.
Oh.
Lovely shot.
Problem.
It's that one almost instantly. Time
Oh.
being waited by Divide.
Please,
Wait, actually, that's
Leaving it
huge.
open.
He's
Moving himself
genius.
onto the side here, and he's taking a
I mean,
fight
he only
through
gets
with the
one still.
overstrike.
Wait.
Divide
Oh,
has
that
no
timing.
time. Halls
No,
to the map,
but
so slightly
regardless, he's
smoke
pressure.
bomb
They
onto
can't.
Axel. They don't
He's
know. They
just
are
too big
really
pressure.
quite
Something.
getting ran down
Five.
by the weapons.
My freak.
Let's go.
My freak.
Not quite. Nobody trying to make the most of that.
Dude.
Midst of all the chaos. Still
Damn, that
Crazy.
seems like
PRX
beautiful.
Getting a resounding lead.
I told dude, I love
There is some
I love
danger
this
in a
team
couple of
so
these
much.
rounds, but
The
nevertheless,
burning
You want
PRX
to
persevere.
kiss him.
For real, bro.
Probably.
Come here, Devi. I want to give you a smooch.
That's a moment there where Chishu just reckons that Pulse is open. He's diving for a weapon. Just leaves himself completely open to Mind Freak.
Dubai, there he is.
EDG are going to take a tactical
Yep.
timeout here, and this one must
Oh, okay.
result in some kind of
EDG
answer.
timeout
It's not like we're
already?
super deep into Fracture yet.
early.
There's a lot of time for them to be able to.
Oh, they don't
turn
use the
ship
timeout
around.
feature. They
But
just
it is
like.
firmly heading in the
They
wrong
just pause the
direction
match,
for
I
Edward Gaming currently.
Oh dang.
They can't figure out how to stop this, and it's a really interesting style from PRX. They're grouping up, usually with that 4 that I was talking about,
Yeah, look at that, bro.
contacting into areas and waiting to pop. Usually you'll see teams exchange utility at the beginning
Was
of
Tens
rounds,
on the
push
left
people away
side?
from angles,
No.
make sure that they get into
Tens.
position.
I mean, he
Tens
totally
in the
could be.
tournament.
That they need.
He
could
Then
totally
burst
be
into the site.
there.
And PRX are just wandering up.
Oh, he could be
If they
in the
run
crowd,
into
I
any
guess,
kind
yeah.
of issues, They're so happy just being able to trade out
Pretty sure
effectively or
that's
win the
why
It's
duel.
in LA though, so I don't know why I'd pick this game.
Page out of Giants' book, honestly, with the amount of.
I mean, the whole
preparation
tournament's in
they're
LA.
doing.
He's 100% in
Yeah,
LA
the
right now.
Giants, when they were getting it going,
Really?
keeping an eye on the economy.
Yeah,
right?
he goes to
Knowing
every
when
tournament.
The ops could be
Him and
purchased
Kaide
by
go to, like,
Cam.
literally
You know
every
Edward Gaming
tournament,
are gonna be playing.
apparently.
I think they buy it like 40% of the time,
I mean, yeah.
if not more.
He always gets pointed out in the
Good point,
crowd.
because
Like, if
Kaide
you
is
watch,
right
he gets
now,
pointed out.
and this is one of the first rounds where he even could have got it on board. So
She'll
does this
live. Don't be
introduce a
that
difference in
grim.
pace from PRX?
No,
Are they going
I'm
to
hoping
send this
she'll
one
live,
thick
but-
and fast using
It's
tactical
looking
utility
fine.
to take
Is
the
it really?
space.
I don't know.
They're over by Halls.
Oh,
Have a
Can's
look.
got the op.
I don't have Super Mario Bros.
Satchel.
like that right now.
The stun, showstopper on top
Because
of
I
it. Nobody's
haven't
just gonna
bought it
scurry out of
yet.
it close to the corner. Rockets
That's
let
why.
loose.
This is what?
Let's have a ride. Plenty of
Really,
players here
I
ready to
really
receive, but with
asked
the
him
rolling
if
thunder, they
Super
don't set up
Mario
for
Bros.
anything.
I
They
said I don't
can't
have
hold
it
their
on my
grounds.
Switch.
Can't fire the shots
she
off.
said,
Stuns
"Gee."
are very good.
Cause I don't play it.
That game, that's
Lose the
Smash
Blade
Bros.
Storm. He's taking a boatload of damage.
Yeah, it's Smash Bros. There you go.
To respect it, back away.
Just press A again.
It's the same game.
Oh, he got that one little touch.
Yeah, that tag.
Just taking
That little
what
tickle.
Giants did against EDG
Little sisters playing
and using
on
it
the
again.
Switch.
As soon as Kankan can have an operator,
So cute,
they use an
bro.
ult to take Halls instead of contact.
Oh
What
my
is
god.
that? And EDG
Try.
really
Oh,
punishing the
thank
poor spacing. Bring it to the 1v1 though. Hold on, he's
please,
low. Divide.
please.
Position is
God,
good.
God,
but still
God, you win this, you're
punish.
just like
He doesn't know you.
Yes!
His whole Yuto, hello?
Divide.
There we go.
Red Bull
Let me
clutch
kill
there.
you. Didn't even put anything
Here we have
on
the
the.
advantage there.
He gets
Just hold his
bomb.
ground.
He had his turret up. He
It's
was
another one
from
of these
drop.
rounds
He
where
can't
it's close,
he
but
can't throw
it's
it
no
like
cigar.
that.
Fair enough.
It's not around victory.
I was saying you can just back up and
It's
chuck
another
it.
Red Bull clutch.
It doesn't
Nice play, though.
land.
I love the opener.
It
Great
does not
usage of
land. I've
space from
tried.
PRX. The danger
There's
comes
definitely
here
a lineup
with
somewhere,
Chichi
but
being
it
able to get a spray down. And
Was
hold
it
on.
behind?
Feel
Oh,
himself
never mind. It
on
was in the
two.
corner. My
Yeah,
bad.
I would say it does not. You can't
I was
get
thinking
that.
it's default. I'm like,
The spacing
okay.
be an issue.
I just say ice cream. He's lactose intolerant.
Moments from individuals.
Dude, there was a guy
It's all
yesterday
been
who
PRX.
DDoSed his
And
phone
EDG's
number in
economy's
the
broken
match.
again.
What does? You mean he leaked his?
Yeah,
phone?
he held out the
Just
thing
contact this.
that
Dude,
said, like go
that's
PRX and
crazy.
then flipped it over and it had his phone number.
They can go for some kind of.
And the
Well,
guys
the
were like,
Steve
yeah,
guy.
he's a Riot employee. He
Dude,
has
they
no
just
money."
keep-
This time, not gonna get caught out.
Text
How
to
long's it been
Bro,
in there?
buddy.
Multiple
They
rounds
keep
in a row.
letting him do
Who
that. Like,
pays
Well, it's Forsaken.
price
You
of
can't
it?
stop him.
Nobody.
they,
Inside
bro, they
smoke,
just
but-
when they play drop, they always just give ones. Like, hello.
Too much
Why-
wall.
This is a tier 1 team.
Toasty, this is hookah rush all over again.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Drop. While all this is
Yeah, they just every time it's dished.
Bye!
Set it up
Well,
still.
you
There's
see
some-
why we like watching this now? Like, it's so much
Well, yeah, this
fun.
is a lot more fun than I thought it was. I mean, it's just watching PRX because they're just doing stuff quickly.
Are making this just look clean, clinical, whatever you want to call it.
They're wiping the floor with EDG. This next one a really important rifle round again. Maybe some opportunity for EDG to get back in the game.
PRX.
But this feels a little like the last time these two teams faced on Fracture, except the opposite way around. EDG at that point were storming ahead on their defensive side and then let a massive lead 11-4 slip away through their fingers. I think you'd rather be in that spot, at least where your fate's in your own hands.
All right, let's see if he does something.
Here's a Kang. Operator.
That.
Launching towards B main.
Gan's got the op.
Set up on the line, but immediately moving away.
Oh boy, I wonder where they're going this time.
It's harder.
Oh, he's gonna find Killjoy.
They've
KJ
done
loses this.
every
Yeah,
round,
go-
bro.
Revenues.
It's just dishing.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
Okay, KJ's does not to find
This is
that.
a
Fight
massive
that. I
hole in
mean,
EDG's defense.
why does he have an unupgraded Ion?
every single
I
time.
Dude, I don't know. It's just Jaden's thing, honestly.
You've seen
No,
these-
had it-
dude,
he had it last match
it was
too.
started. It was started by Ye. He does
Sure of
unupgraded
it.
iron.
What a shot. But still, Chichu
What a
will
shot.
hold on.
You're right.
Flash is good. All being supported inside the smoke.
Oh.
Bringing them down.
Winnable still, winnable, very winnable still, especially with that ult.
Just the
They
heroics as
did.
well. The anchoring player, Chichu has done
Still
so
alive.
much for them. Rolling Thunder onto the side.
Oh,
Tap
he
to
didn't
make
get
it
it.
out for
I
Sacred.
gotta go eat. I'm gonna watch this on my phone
Alright, see ya.
Off to the side, Flash. Not there, Divide,
Oh,
Util
come on,
out.
the one,
Still
win the one.
Take this fight, well.
They lost
GG
their ones.
Definitely do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Winning that one out,
Still
but
got a great eco.
fantastic by
This
Chichu.
was a rough map for them, I guess.
Oh no, this isn't our
Fortunate
pick.
too,
I
though,
don't think.
perhaps I would say. I mean, it's nice
don't-
putting
we
your
don't
Killjoy in
normally
the sight,
play.
but he has
Oh.
to that shot.
That shot was.
Otherwise,
no.
he goes down. The rest of PRX are able to enter the site.
That was lucky.
And things are getting
It's either that
real
or they're
sticky
really
again
good
for
on
Edward Gaming.
attack.
That's a moment of heroics.
Fist
there,
bumps
anchoring.
on land.
Yeah, no, this
The
isn't even
exact
PRX's
stunned
map.
headshot
Pro.
just when it was required.
And just when you're seeing the defensive
Ion.
adjustments, finally,
Well,
Kang with the operator.
fist bump
looking up
on
where they're
land.
Contacting all the time. PRX want to go in a
Probably
completely
gonna play
every
land at some
time.
point.
Brutal.
Into B.
Divide, die one.
It's what the point I was trying to make
Divide
earlier. You know,
one.
Fracture, there's 4 avenues on the
Going
defense
for the
side you have to
fist
keep an eye on
bump
too. It does limit
saving
the amount that you can really watch with an
I'm
operator.
self-ing go to the way in
Where the
one
offense
of these
playing.
years.
I want
not.
to.
Go into
Ooh,
it.
problem.
Yes, yeah.
Probably
I'm talking about for Valorant.
What's up?
I'm almost
The
not
high,
surprised
the
when
high
I see him in
school.
things like
Oh,
that.
going to
thing.
high school tournament?
It's
Oh, it'd be a
almost down.
blast.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, cause
Dude, give me a date.
for the
Go.
for the no, it's not what I mean. For the Valorant Nationals for the HCFA, there's a LAN for Valorant.
Come up towards that spawn area. They haven't actually got the plan down. They don't have B main control, forcing them out wide with the aftershock.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying I'm going to compete, bro. If we
Nobody
get,
there.
if we
yeah,
get
I
in.
was saying.
I would like to too.
Staying
but
alive
I
though.
don't think I'm gonna get to that level. Maybe.
Finally, the plant is down. And
I
you can
got
win out one of
I
these
got
fights. Nobody.
years, though.
I mean, I think I'm like halfway that level. It's not to get the rank. I just have to get higher.
Yeah,
I'm saying Ion, if like I'm saying Ion is still like, do you think we should start try and like prioritize the FLVS instead if Furu's team isn't going as well?
I don't know. Because currently what I want to do is I want to do both.
Yeah,
But I want to see how it
it's
plays out.
unreasonable.
I want to see how it plays out.
Key duels
Just
being
one of
won by
them you have to
nobody.
give,
I'm not a fan though of
a lot
PRX
more
pushing
than the
into the
other.
spawn
That's
there.
Yeah.
The lockdown came through, they had the site for free. Sure, they're in a 4v5, but they have areas of the map that they still control.
That's good
Arcade,
time,
for example.
If Caleb gets back and comes, you like Q1.
Towards
Oh,
I'll rank
yeah.
him.
in the post plan, then try and stuff things into spawn here. It's just such awkward angles for them to fight. Into
Yeah,
an
now just use LFG.
They
That's
didn't
helpful.
100% know the Kankan had repositioned there.
Valorant LFG, any type of
Strangely
LFG.
enough, with PRX being ostensibly in control of this game, they dropped 2 rounds.
You can use death matches.
Coach Alex.
Yeah, right.
just.
I'm not even joking. I've seen it happen like 15 times.
I normally just pick up teammates as I play.
Maybe they just want to alter
Yeah,
the way
that's also
something works.
good.
Cause I like picked up my Sage, who we played like we didn't lose a single game when we played together.
Taking a look at the economy here as well. And it
No,
doesn't
the
look
first
like
game we
Kankan's
lost,
got
but
an
that was the game I
operator
dropped
out.
37.
Well, I would imagine
She
that
was
they'd
right
be
behind
able
me.
to, finagle the economy in some kind of way.
So I kind of was like, yeah, this person would work as a pretty good duo. Guy behind me can't see.
You might have to lower the sign.
So far,
Look at
EDG
something.
Bloody
have
not the
struggled
thinker.
Something's
getting
angry.
their
He about to
defensive
pop.
setups working here. PRX not giving them many cues to go off.
He's
That
still
previous round,
8-6.
one of the only
It seems like he hasn't
in which
done
they
anything,
used
but he's
a
actually
big
been
ultimate
popping.
that indicated exactly
No, he
where
better.
wanted to head.
Oh, they're doing the half
Looks like we're
shield
about to head
strat.
back
That's
into
right.
round 10. We can see on our mini-map that there's a potential for a large clash over towards halls here. All 5 players from
This is gonna
PRX.
be
Valorant's like a tier 2
Because
esport,
PRX has
right?
just been hitting A repeatedly.
Valorant has
They're
2
stacking
too.
4 players there.
No, I'm saying it's a tier 2
There's the coach
esport.
on
Like
the
as an
ball. I mean,
esport,
as
it's
soon
tier
as
like
the ultimate, but
like
here we go,
CS:GO and
forward
League
with
would be
the
like tier
strike.
1.
Exchange of it,
You know what I mean?
it's being done. Look at how weak PRX are.
Yeah, I think Valorant's tier 2.
For Forsaken.
Yeah.
CS:GO is infinitely more popular as an esport.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very obvious.
Right now,
Also a lot harder to get into.
Kankan is immediately going back to the rest of his team
Up.
here. Taking them towards them. PRX not slowing down. They're
Paint
gonna
shells,
take full
as you would
force
say.
all the way through with the rifles.
As the casters,
No,
ooh, they let him out though. What a flick.
Oh,
Oh, the pre-fire.
Punished. There was
I
so
want
I
much
want to see
going
that
on
last kill from his POV.
there. It was.
Please show it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kankan hit that shot. Was it
They're
not
not gonna
trapped
show
on top
that.
of the box? Is there a replay for
Dude,
that?
where's the round
There's
recap?
so much that you could potentially
Oh, there we
catch
go.
in a replay.
Here
I
it
just want to
is,
see
yeah,
the.
yeah,
Oh,
jumped on the
why would you
box.
pop the smoke?
He's left to handle B all on his own.
Alright, please show.
Did a great job. but
Show the
rest of
pre-fire.
team
They're not gonna
Oh.
show.
couldn't
Oh,
stop
the
what was
pre-
happening
oh,
in
they
Halt.
should've done that,
They had a
yeah.
Like when he kills the op, you know?
Yeah.
that ended in a Brim ultimate.
I don't
That's
know
a
why
really
they don't do
classic
that
play to try and
sometimes. It's
maintain
kinda
Hall's
annoying.
control. And PRX is so fast, they got past it anyway with Jing.
There was a clip that something got.
He
that
just
I didn't
opens up
see till the
space for
very end.
PRX like you wouldn't believe. Fighting ditch this time.
Yeah, you gotta try and fight
Binged.
them off trying to fight this
Oh,
all
that
the
might.
time, but
Oh, who's
the
dinked
guns for
OJ?
it
Gene's the race.
on the side here.
They know the op is-
Flying free with the
oh.
shoulder.
Gene is
That's
arguing-
Oh,
base.
that's bad.
Does need to be bailed out.
Ion,
How is Kankan
you don't watch
wearing
Hoff, right?
To be thinking
Or
about
Pro.
what Divine could be.
Ion definitely watched
Gene
Pro.
is the best
Found
race
something.
player.
Device still
The best
here.
player.
Really testing the patience of Kankan. He hits that shot.
Probably.
Still an angle open. Nobody. cannot
What is
hold
bro
it.
dropping and
Needed
undropping?
one there.
Definitely
The hair would
properly.
have done it.
Yeah.
He had it on a platter.
They literally just do not care about a
Cleared
main.
out.
Something
They
too,
plan is
but I
theirs.
think he'll need
Kankan
a
popped
bit
his
of
blade
time
storm. He
before
wants
gets
this.
They literally just do not care about a main. It's so weird.
The adjustment to land that.
Like, these people know so much like we don't, bro.
Isn't clear, but he's brought it to the 2 versus 2. Now just needs to play.
That's because they're rated and we're not.
Right click.
I know.
Great clearance down.
And pros.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, good job, PRX.
Wait,
PRX.
what? Oh, dude, I'm
Last line of defense of that.
The Jet had Jet had an off, and well, Jet had an op, and the KJ had a ghost, so it was pretty easy to win.
Yeah, but
rescue themselves from
I
sticky
thought
situations.
Jet Knights refresh after left click.
No, not right click.
No, that's gone.
Oh.
No, left click they do, not right click. He right clicked top site. He right clicked.
Yeah,
Just
that's
closing the
a
round
mistake
out
there,
anyway.
then.
And all of the
Well, he probably wouldn't have got the kill without the left right click. I mean,
Yeah,
great
probably.
openings and great
the left click
closes
still refreshes.
to almost all of these attacking rounds.
I knew that because I play a bit Jet, not a lot. But,
Womp
yeah.
womp.
They are just essentially avoiding B in its entirety. They throw it in the mix every now and then, but it's perfect conditioning.
There was a flash
Something
at the
does
start of
not
this round.
play
I think they
free,
know that
so I
there's a
don't know
lot of
where
players
that's
over towards
coming
Dish. They certainly will now that they hear
He's not playing
This
Killer.
is working.
boombots coming from that direction. So once more, Kankan just holds down B on their own, and they're trying to stack A.
Into the spawn, that's a connection onto 2 of the players. The movement from Ching. They are really just putting the hurt on them right now, EDG.
They're
They
positioning.
have the crossfire set us once more.
He's playing
That's just
Breach
dodge
very
forsaken.
well.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah,
Alive.
something or...
Love
Why is he
the
taking a
movement
fight,
Something.
bro?
Down A.
Oh shoot, it's never mind. I
Something.
thought.
He's not really supposed to be taking fights anyway. He's supposed to be like just like giving util.
Now.
Yeah.
No, the Sky was just looking for hard
No, I'm not talking
fights.
about Sky. I mean,
Finally, the 4-player stack from EDG looks like
That's
it's going to
Forsaken
work.
though. You gotta remember he played Duelist.
But
Wait, did he have
it's a
a?
disaster.
Wait, he's a bronze buddy on.
He's going to try and make this one even worse.
That's Divide
Twist
for
the
you.
dagger.
Divide is
If
the
he
new
could
Ben
pull off
guy.
a 1v3 in this
Ben
kind
guy
of
was funnier
situation.
though.
Be-
Where's the fan?
Wasn't Benkai their IGO?
you get
Yeah,
dropped.
he got dropped.
Surely Kankan is good for it here, holding the angle.
Oh.
Misses the shot.
Unlucky.
Okay.
Oh, I love when they just
9 bullets left though.
give
So
ones.
much more
Oh.
to do. Kang.
An absurd shot again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
mean, he
you gotta
hits it
remember,
with such consistency.
They probably have
And yet,
mentality
that's only
for the
resulted
best
in
players
4
in the
rounds.
game.
He's 12 and 9.
Yeah.
Feels like
Everybody
he's
does,
playing
huh?
the op.
Everybody
But
does in that
PRX's
problem.
beginnings
in that
of
one.
these rounds,
That's
their
what I'm saying,
game
though.
plan
It's a
has
good
just
mentality to
twisted
have,
Edward
but it
Gaming into
sometimes bites
loops.
you in the butt.
Certainly has.
Yeah, like that Brim who got taken out by KJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it for the first half. Let's send it down. We listened in
I mean,
to Divide a little bit
8-4.
earlier.
We dodged 9-3. That's why we lost. We dodged 9-3.
Wait, is there like a
Obviously,
is there like a
we are
halftime
very
break?
Happy
Yeah,
with
2
our
minutes, though, it's
performance, I
not
would say, because I think coming to these tournaments we are quite pressured because a lot of maybe like fans or like public eyes is like expecting us.
He has almost a British accent, like combined with whatever he had, whatever.
How is that British?
Definitely
For real,
a great
Madeline.
feeling.
No, combined with the like actual with his
That's
actual accent. It's like leaning on it.
No,
kind of like
it's not.
careful with them because like we saw their past matches that they've been
Whatever.
playing
I
really
think
well in the
Indonesian
FCQ matchup, and yeah, I mean we didn't expect to 2-0 them. I think for me personally, I think I was expecting to 1 them instead of 2-0. So yeah, I mean definitely not expecting easy games.
Divine a 1v3, and once again the possibility that they don't know. Davies from trying to find space down low. He's dropped out onto Melser. Davies is gonna have to get half. He's gonna stick it. He's gonna try to stick. No, he pulls off and Divine.
Probably we kind of have to stop the duelists, I would say. I mean like Kangkang and probably Smoggy. I think that these two are like their main players to their success, I would say. It depends a lot on Kangkang getting picks because I think he's alone is very aggressive
Oh my
compared to
God.
the other players.
What?
So I think
What?
it's
The
gonna
monitor.
be a fun game.
You've
because
never seen
we
that?
see
Yeah,
them
they
a
do
lot
that all the
in
time.
Asia.
Tablet
And
monitor.
I think everyone,
I don't
both
get
of us
it.
know
Do
each
you
other's play
understand
style.
why they
But
do that?
No
yeah,
clue.
anything's
No
possible,
clue.
right?
Just how he plays.
So yeah,
He enjoys it, I
it's
guess.
gonna
Like
work
the tilted
even harder
keyboard
from
I
now
can
on.
get. I can get
And
by.
try our best
I
to
run that.
achieve or
But the
grab the trophy.
freaking...
I mean, it's how Ryan plays. He
He
looks down at his monitor too.
Yeah, that's what I do as well, but
This monitor doesn't move like that.
Had a
Dude, I need a
massive
small
lead at the half.
monitor. I
This
have a
time they
32
trailed,
incher.
and even then
bro, what?
they ended up throwing that.
That's
away.
way too big.
And I
It was
run
PRX that
144
came back with a
hertz.
14-12 victory with CGRS in the
That's why I'm
roster,
so proud.
not something.
What monitor are you on? That's 30.
You want me
A
to send a
32
picture?
inch.
Highly anticipated rematch.
Maybe that's the other reason why your mouse pad is so small.
EDG are gonna
Oh,
have
my
to
mouse
It's
come out
'cause
pad's
your
big
monitor
now.
is-
My mouse pad's big now.
Sick individual
Okay,
faults
thank
when
God.
they went
I got
through,
that
and there's
Razer,
gonna be a huge
Razer
clash at
Thunder-
Yep, the barrier's full.
That like RGB one.
G
Oh my god.
The Razor is there.
I got the Razor mouse pad.
Tucked to the corner there, Flash. Try and take back that space once more. It's a squeeze from the
I
bottom
think
of it. Damage being done right through the box. They don't stand a chance. The spike is theirs.
Chicago.
Choo-choo. Yeah, solo player there. Pistol round for PRX. It's 9-4. And you're really seeing evidence, I think, you know, what Devi was talking about in that piece of where these guys are scrim partners, they understand each other's play styles inside and out, but, you know, this is a PRX that is now back up to that full strength. They're coming with new ideas. They're not playing that Neon comp that they did before.
No, true. Very true.
They have a very clear idea of how to essentially dismantle the way that EDG are playing so far on this map.
I feel like it is. I agree. It is a masterclass being showcased now for PRX. They're demonstrating a slower style too. While their attack rounds were explosive once they got to the site, they were adding in the contacty play, which is just bamboozling Edward Gaming. And this just looks like they're going to feed themselves into the more at this point.
Yeah.
Devi.
A bunch of kills, tasty kills at that.
Who wants the ult?
Building up the ults, Jing. Not far away from it. Showstopper's going to be a big tool here, and that is,
Oh, you were in
very healthy bonus round to
No, I saw that. He got the double dink at first, and then they just kind of cleaned up.
After they played against Giant, said that they were playing at about a 5 out of 10, which is absurd if you watch that match. And you see
Spike down A.
Dude, I don't get the slow-mo times. Like, that was a fair time to use.
I feel like they struggled in that game.
I think it's just, I think it might be somewhat automated.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, you know, whoever's controlling all that at the same time, they have to do it quick. So they probably have, you know, assists, like, you know,
more of the same.
choose the best kills or whatever.
They don't have that form advantage. PRX are shooting back, arguably even harder than EDG are.
What?
Is this a flash of alarm bot contact?
Huh?
I thought he was going to jump up as well. Would have been a ludicrous play.
Go Chicago.
I mean, that one flash is used and you've seen the immediate
Where's the
rotation
G?
of something.
Chicago.
They got mine today.
Players grouped up towards tower.
Isn't that a Rocket League player?
Hard to just poke and get an idea and feel of what these players
What
can
did you
do.
say?
Isn't Chicago a Rocket League player?
Yeah, G2.
And now Devi's going
Okay.
Or he was, I think. Oh no.
It's going to be meeting.
Don't remember.
Jeez.
Devi has got to fall here, and he doesn't.
Yeah, PRX.
With a Spectre?
Yeah, that's just so rough.
With a Spectre?
If they wanted any chance of being able to get back into this game, it had to be starting.
Oh, EDG gets that though.
Oh, losing all the
okay.
fights.
Oh, does he now?
should we
Does
consider
he
the
now?
rivals?
Does he now? That's
I guess he just sucks, my bad.
Out for Forsaken.
Kang. No more time
No, it's just like he should have won that fight. He just sucks, I guess.
Team to follow suit though.
GG.
So do they play like a retake usually, or do they put you
off here? But Aftershock is pushing them wide out.
Is that what they usually do?
Immediately taking back Paul's control, clearing it together. Jump spot punished. The Liang of a Smoggy flash dodged. Still watching for it though, and he's got no backup. Not winning these fights.
EDG.
Dire straits right now. Dire circumstances. Kang. What can you
Hooray.
do?
Dude, every corner he
safety.
turns,
Nowhere to stand.
there's a new guy.
Yeah.
PRX
I need to get off.
An incredible game currently. They take two tools there, just swinging with Spectres, Devi and Forsaken.
So I can figure out.
The other players on EDG. And then when
Give me a
they
second.
close the round out, they're so grouped together. They allow no openings for EDG
Radiant
to
buddy.
split them off
Like
into
he's literally
one-on-ones
crouch
and
spraying with a
somehow pull
thingy,
clutch out.
a Spectre, and then he doesn't die.
They just swarm through A-holes back
I
through
love how
on retake.
Madeline's like so critical of the gameplay.
EDG have been absolutely.
He is. Like, how does that guy not just the guy under should have just killed him?
Because he's radiant.
And the confidence to be able to
The other guy's radiant
what the
too.
Chinese team is offering.
Sometimes they're not actually.
We haven't seen too many of the heroics that we saw prior, you know, when EDG was playing versus Giants. The amount of just 4Ks, clutches.
I also feel like that's because PRX aren't offering them those opportunities.
No, they're not.
We've seen a couple of moments that could have developed into something like that, but mostly
I have
they were
until 9:15.
spray downs,
What did it say? Tarek, talk, please.
3 or 4
No,
people at
trash
a time
talk,
and
karma.
got
Trash
a
talk.
Mostly PRX
Jeremy?
have been tight together.
No, what?
Always
I said
looking
I have
to
until
try and trade out.
9:15.
Oh yeah, I don't think we're
And then
playing a
you've got the same
game.
hands of
Probably not.
Usually Devi and Mindfreak to close out the rounds. Both of those players, Mindfreak and Devi, they're on under 9 deaths. I mean, 6 deaths for Mindfreak, 8 deaths for Devi. They're not even in double digits of being punished.
Deaths? That's it?
You think back to some of the things as well that people credit Fnatic for. You know, you've got the the brute force of Durka at the front line.
Mindfreak has 6.
Yeah,
Mindfreak's going
defense is going to be players like Alfier or
He's a freak.
Even recently, you know, he's been turning up with some of these clutches.
The lowest kills on their team is 12, and the other team is 4.
Keep it going. And I feel
Well,
like
nobody's
that is
just
the
getting
case with PRX. I mean, we're looking at this team. It's easy
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
it's
if
not been
one
an
part of the
individual.
system fails, it's always going to get picked up again by the other players.
Certainly
This
looks
is
like that at the moment.
qualifiers, by the way. Whoever
Nobody
wins
is getting
this
crunched currently, and
guarantees
it's
a
just
spot
got to
in the
evacuate.
championship bracket.
PaperX control the entirety of the north side, and they're already back to try
Reaction.
and contest.
Yeah,
Bad
Ruby
shot.
main is cleared out. It's not going to be any util to really slow them down once Nano Swarms fade away. Up towards tower though, Mindfreak.
Chichu only
Here
has a Guardian.
alone. It was 1 for 1.
Crouch break. Did you see that?
Plant is theirs. Positioning as well. Clearing and taking
Tap
control
Jing.
towards B main once more. Splitting up a little bit, maybe because Jing does
Now
have
watch
the
this
showstopper,
PRX retake. Watch
Trailblazer.
it. Jeez, my throat.
Towards
PRX
Arcade, and
retake.
nobody's there.
Jing
Still
has ult.
Kang towards tower. He's going to be taking.
Oh, she
close
dies to that
contact.
guy?
Placement
Oh.
wasn't good for it initially, yet still he survives and gets the one. Finally, the team.
Dude, watching
Oh, wow.
Ray's body just
Watching from
drop.
main. Oh, what a health less to him. Forsaken.
Nuh-uh.
A little bit too much to do, honestly, in this instance. Realizes
Just go
himself.
save, yeah.
Impossible to win that one.
Oh,
so
he has to
backing away,
fight.
just making
Oh,
sure that
that's
he
no
keeps
fun.
the gun, but might not even get to do that. The flash is good.
What am I watching? Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
I'm like, what, who's gonna fight? Are they like? I was like, did he flash
He
himself?
survives. Nobody going down.
Nobody goes down as
That's
well.
quite important.
No, bro, no
Yes,
way,
EDG,
what?
They get around on the board.
Wait.
but
How do
you
they
just
keep
let
the
yourself
guns
die?
intact 'cause the
Come
money's
out,
not looking
remember?
too good.
Hamina,
It's
Hamina.
not that sharp. It's not going to punish them too badly in this round, and they kind of just need to win everything anyway. So nobody's going to get away with that mistake, as is Smoggy. But that's a big round carried mostly by Kankan, being able to get the entry
Is it?
that his team needed. It
Like-
is such
Oh, I was
a
gonna say,
long
I
way.
thought I realized it was fights as soon as I saw Big Brain's
He wants to
coming.
take his team
I still kind of wish he'd come back, but
I don't know. We know he's
Seen
alive.
enormous comebacks between these two
Tough
squads
talk.
before.
he's not dead.
It's
But
the other way around.
Here we go, making usage of the showstopper. The turret. Peppering.
Same thing again though. They crunch the south side.
Yeah.
Player disappears.
Start ziplining.
Way across the ropes here, and an instant reaction from
We're
EDG.
gonna run out. You can't do what you're on.
Essentially. Plan should be able to go down here.
Better retake positions, however, from PaperX.
And an aftershock as well. So then plan for but a moment, gives them a bit of time here. Seekers push forwards, not all of them broken. It's going to give some decent information here to PaperX. On where the players are, and
Oh my
standing
God.
Kang wants to really make a go of it. And
This
there's
is
more
what I
than
think
that
I
at this
can
point.
do.
2 kills, Blaze Storm
this is what I
refreshed.
can actually
Teammates
do.
feeling just empowered
Yeah, it is.
entirely. They
Oh,
have shut this
Jingy.
one down. Beautiful.
One called him
That's a
Jing.
highlight round for the ages.
What kind of name is Smoggy?
Bottom. PaperX is going to take a timeout here. Kankan's had 2 back-to-back
I mean,
rounds.
granted, we have Kankan in
where
the
his
same match.
individual prowess has carried EDG
He
to
goes
the finish line.
static.
One of these shots.
And then
Right
bam.
Mind freak as well at the end.
He doesn't even look like happy. There we go.
There was a
Incredible
time where like
performance there from Kankan.
last game, they got a double op clutch
Opens up
against
both
us,
of the rounds and
and the
closes that one
guy
out.
launches out of his chair,
made this a
pushes it
little
to the
closer.
side, walks around, and then
Especially with
defeats
PaperX's economy being slightly damaged here. They've got a serious decision on their hands
saw
of
that,
whether or
right?
not
I
to
don't
invest
know.
into the next.
I might have.
when what's his name? The jet for
I think that's what he'll be
the
telling the
hell?
rest of the team. They look like they need a bit of a confidence increase at the moment. We know that the EDG players are talented. It's not just
We're
Kankan and
EDG
friends.
fans.
But at the moment, we're
Like
not
this,
really
like
seeing
the
that from
all
rest
10 of
the
them in the
EDG.
crowd.
Outclassed.
Yeah.
beating the 1,000 PaperX fans. I want to see them show
Might
the
be in show
Singapore
when the time
watch
might be
party.
involved, though.
They were showing it
Yeah,
last
this
game,
Outclassing, but you
and there was a lot of people there for
one round
like
at a
3
time.
o'clock in the morning.
To be honest, I'm not sure how much
The
input Coach
decider's
Alex can even
fine.
have about
That's
how the
kind
previous round
of
went
that's
down.
kind of good, honestly.
The way that Kankan was taking those
For us.
fights, there's not too much opportunity to trade. He's
Jane
diving
and
around all
Bind
over the
is
place.
nuts.
Maybe just concerned that his team keeps crunching,
Obviously, I mean, he
keeps
plays
going
great.
for these aggressive pushes at the
Yo.
beginning. To be honest, it looks like they're set up for another
Oh,
one.
dude! Actually, I really hope this
Double
goes
initiator on one side.
No, you
trying
know
to
what
keep
we're gonna
EDG
see though,
trapped in
Ion?
Spawn, and then
Oh, yeah,
Jing
yeah.
flying at them through
You
horns.
realize what the second map is,
Slower
right?
though this time.
Yeah, Stimmy will allow them to evade that
Pearl,
stun.
right?
Yeah.
Coming their way,
Do you
Flash.
remember who Ching played that?
Are they saying
They're
let wait?
avoided here.
Are they saying let's go Edward?
Obfuscating
He played
just
Phoenix.
trundled up towards B main
Oh.
here. Now
We're gonna get some
behind.
Phoenix gameplay.
So it's down now in the mid round. That's what EDG have really learned from a lot of their experience at these international
Blood
events.
will
Actually,
get
the
slaughtered.
ability to really just slow down those moments, take the space, poke and prod, force people out into the open.
Dude, look at that crosshair. How can you even see that, bro?
Oh, I thought they were going to go for a contact.
Monitor probably makes it bigger.
Would have been very
Yeah,
impressive.
maybe.
But
I think they all play on
without them
stretch.
making too much noise, and with
Yeah.
this Trailblazer, sorry, the Guardian Light clearing over towards Arcade. I don't think PaperX are going to be buying this fake towards B. I think Howdong has just used 2 smokes for nothing.
Jing, gonna try and stop this. The onslaught coming his way,
I was
and he
tapped
does
out. What I
succeed
missed?
at that. 2 players
Bye.
falling. There's a stun to try and catch the Vi. He was helping him out, but the door closing shut in their face. It's now very obvious. EDG, a bit of a breather.
2 more rounds, dude.
He's got time to be able to use this. There's only 30 seconds left.
Has to commit it, really. He
This
does.
is going to go down to the wire.
The trouble
GG.
is, almost
Down to the wire.
looking a bit dire. Got to get themselves
Now
in.
there's
Maybe they use
something.
Smoggy's all off the tail end of it to try and get
Oh, he's
themselves
getting hit.
in.
Brutal.
Chichu falls. Smoke's now fading. 12 seconds. That will go down here. Tamer close to the corner here. Fight still going
Just
to take
bounce
it, but it's just one
it.
player. Yeah, Smoggy. He's got so much more to do, hasn't he? An open sight line out
Smoggy.
towards main. He can't win it. It's
He been
Forsaken.
popped over that.
PaperX just feel, I mean, so many layers ahead right now. In terms of just the game plan. It feels like adjustments are still being made by EDG. Coming into it with good ideas of how they want to play, but
Too little, too late.
too little, too late, yeah.
And also, even when we're talking about the quality of
What
the
is
ideas,
carrying?
I'm not a big fan of the fake.
In the background, did you see
His
that?
team.
Love to throw a fake in either 1 or 2 times per map, something like that on their attack side. And this time,
Jingy.
they didn't actually throw enough utility to make it seem
Something.
real. They just popped down the 2 smokes, one a canteen, one a generator.
I love
And
something,
then
man.
Forsaken's
I mean, he
in
still doesn't
tower,
beat Mind Freak,
listening,
but
can't hear
something's
anything.
also
Flash
okay.
towards Arcade, didn't see anything there. Too obvious
Because I told Cheese, I'm
that
like,
everything was coming
something-
towards
In a
Jing
minute,
at
yeah.
that moment. And this looks like a clash potentially to end it all. As
Stay
PaperX try
chanting.
and batter their way through.
Classic play from Jing, but actually punished.
Almost.
They
Go
actually
for the
did
double
it.
satchel movement.
Nobody
We
doesn't
thought it was
realize how
impossible.
close he was to hitting the
For
grenade.
once, they did something.
Potentially falling.
Dude, Device gonna have his
Beautiful opener.
ult too.
Good beginning.
Wow.
Trailblazer, scoping out. Seeing that the site's relatively
Like
clean.
Ethan
something-
Trailblazer.
Just the one.
Yeah,
She
I know.
chew. It's
That's
a little bit
kinda
late,
gross.
but
I
no,
hate that.
actually getting onto it.
Change it to dog.
Yeah, this round
Two
might
players
be
are
over.
standing here. I mean, really no chance of a retake. Forsaken's only got the judge with Mind Freak falling. He's going to be opting to
I
see if
think
he can get a
Forsaken's
better
gonna
gun.
save
There it
here.
is.
It's worth saving here as well. You look at the PaperX economy, and they only need a single round to close this out. They've had 6 opportunities. It's going to go down to 5, but at some point they're going to get big ultimates up that will make this really difficult for EDG to end with a plant. I mean, anytime you have Orbital Strike, Rolling Thunder, Showstopper, like these ults are incredibly good on defense side of Fracture. One of the reasons why this composition gets played quite a lot. EDG are going to have their work cut out for them.
I didn't know
They need more of the same.
Raze was like common Fracture play.
He is.
I mean, I just
Same.
always see Jet. Jet is not a
sounds to
surprise.
7.
I'm surprised something didn't pick Jet. Is more
Has to
of
be
like
I mean,
5
it's
more
a ranked.
rounds in a row.
Ranked versus
Chance to
like
get it to OT.
ranked versus
Get-
comp is very different.
Yeah.
They would. Who talked about that? There's someone who did talk about
It's a bit
it.
more difficult as well from this point on. The
Yeah,
ultimates are going to start
me.
to get really built
No,
up.
no, no, like an
Slowing a
actual
bit more.
pro.
PaperX
Yeah,
are sitting on their Rolling Thunder. They got the
Yeah.
down as well.
What do I-
Money is
so
gonna
towel?
force tight.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a weird buy, right?
I'm just gonna take a shower after this
You know,
game.
it's not that bad of a buy. They've got 2 Bulldogs, 3 rifles. I think that's
Yeah, but
pretty
there's still one more
reasonable.
round.
Yeah, so they are investing.
I know, after this game.
More importance onto it, even though,
Might
I
be
mean, every
2
round
more.
has to be must win for
But I
EDG
don't
at this
think we
point.
lose next round.
Or
Slows
5
things
more.
down onto Chishu,
No,
but
it's only
Fast
2.
Crunch doesn't
7.
have the timings to zip away on the road.
Oh, I was talking about maps.
EDG playing that 4-1 and contact
Oh.
through dish. Very
No, I'm not gonna watch
the
the map.
No, you're not gonna watch
I'm gonna watch
the
the
whole
next
game.
map.
They're about to run into.
No, I'm not gonna watch the next map. Let's
They
see.
choose to use the utility.
If it's, I mean, if it's still going on, I'll watch after. I just
Out
want
towards
to go
it,
take a
yeah,
shower.
the Trailblazer actually connecting. It's only one player. I mean, it's just
Jingy.
close to the side. Nade.
Jingy.
Chichu out, not able to take
DQ again tomorrow, I guess.
Orbital strike,
Yeah.
yeah. Something lucky
Okay.
to survive here. Smoke's going to be fading in
Please.
just a moment. Will he hit the shot?
Yes, that was good.
Damage done. Certainly bringing down these targets, and this is it.
Bang!
The finisher, 13 to 7.
Very nice.
Just a fundamental
shower
pass
fast.
from
You might
PRX.
make it before the
They came more than ready.
Oh no, I should admit, unless someone gets 13-0, I'll make it in time.
Oh,
Don't worry
you'll be back
about
by
that.
the time before the game ends, but
Yeah. I just won't make the start.
Make it before the map starts.
Whatever. I'm not gonna rush my shower, but whatever.
Shower, bro.
Since
Come on,
before they won their first match on the international stage at Tokyo. Since then, there's been a wave of confidence firing them up.
Now you're gonna have to see if they can bring that one.
I'll be on tomorrow.
Oh, you have to go too. Oh.
Bring the energy.
Oh, what does Kane say? I didn't see this.
Definitely after this win, I feel really hyped. Also, the 5 members of us, I think because of the cheers from the crowd and all of us performed to our best form today. Also, there's a Superman within our team today, so I want to shout out to him.
Nobody?
Also, when we were on the stage, I really felt that there's such a big crowd cheering for us. So I felt like, oh, at that moment,
Wait,
I
who's
was
the
a little bit
Superman?
nervous
Nobody
as well.
or how done?
I can imagine that now. Kang, every map was super close today, every single one. So how did you and your team
Nobody,
feel
right?
like you
Yeah.
managed to stay focused and mentally strong to win this?
因为今天
就是我们这次比赛主要目的就是打好自己的东西嘛，就是我们根本不 care 对面到底要出什么招，我们打好我们的，在我们眼里他们就是 trash。Trash! I understood that! I hear you on that one, my king! You can say that shit one more time.
Play our own game. To be honest, we don't really care what strategies they're gonna pull off. In our eyes, they're basically just trash.
Wow, okay. Spicy! Is it getting hot in here or is it just me?
Okay.
Now, last question, your next opponents. PRX, Kang, you'll remember.
Oh, he's gonna be respectful to PRX.
At Tokyo, we all do. Maybe revenge time, but the question
You can't be mean to PRX. They're too nice. PRX is too nice, and if you're not nice, they'll shit on you.
Beat PRX, the counter is to out-aim them. Is to aim better than PRX. Now, your team, you guys are pretty good at aiming, yeah, I would say so. So would you agree with that? Is that how you plan to beat them?
我不赞成，哎，其实也还好吧，比他们刚，我觉得是我们有的。为什么？就是因为我的5个队友都是超人啊，我的4个队友都是超人，我们都是超人，凭什么不能赢 PRX 啊？中国有句老话，事不过3，这一次 I will show it. I will show you.
In terms of aiming, I definitely would stand a chance to win against PRX. And there's a saying in Chinese that never repeat the mistakes for over twice. So this time I'll show it. I'll show to PRX
Learn
that
from your
we can do
mistakes.
it.
I believe in you, Kang. I believe in one more time.
W translation. Bro, Kang, no joke. He's actually testing the ability of the translator.
In their rematch. I'm joined by Alex, the coach of the team, and I want to ask you, you've already played EDG and beaten them at Tokyo. How does this version of EDG at Champions compare, and how have you guys had to adapt to this team?
I think it's a funny thing because every time we play EDG it's been a different roster, right? So I think we changed our comp. We're using theirs now. And I think we kind of know what's bad on defense for us when we play that comp, so we're just trying to do whatever we're not good at, and it seems to be working.
Well, it worked well for you in map number 1. Best of luck in the rest of the series, and thank you very much. Send things back to the desk.
Oh,
Alex is more than working. PRX, they look absolutely fantastic on Fracture. I'm Yingsu, I'm back here with Tom and Mitch. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than that, I won't lie. But Tom, it was just almost flawless on the side of PRX.
Yeah, it was a really scary attack side where a lot of the time it felt like they would just do the same thing again and again and again and just almost play into their opponent's adaptations. Like there were a lot of ideas being attempted by EDG and every time they just basically contacted directly into them and it was just really difficult to play against.
Yeah, it's one of those games that comes along once in a lifetime, really, where absolutely everything you're doing, especially in that first half, was just lining up for them. I don't really feel like kind of going 5 or 6 rounds into the game, it felt like we knew the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about this, Tom. This is what you were talking about, doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, they just kept contacting Dish. Like either that or they would do the same thing through a main, and it just seemed like very, very easy openers for them. And the fact is, even when there were adaptations, like throwing the operator in, it just seemed like they had the right read almost every single time. They would put players in the right position, and PRX would just rip them a new one with like Jing finding entries and everything of the sort. It was just seemingly very, very easy for them to get into these sites. And okay, I do feel like in some of the post plants it got a little bit shakier and it came down to the likes of Mindfreak and Divide to actually pull the round over the line. But when you're getting openers in almost every single round in a post plant, you're gonna get most of them over the line.
Yeah, we spoke about Forsaken and the expectation really coming into this of where he'd be, maybe on the Neon, but I think he was looking absolutely fantastic on the Sky, not just on an individual level, but supportively as well. I'm looking at the other supportive agent on the board, our Breach. I don't think anyone's going to have complaints about that.
Yeah, they just look so good everywhere. I'm glad you mentioned Mindfreak and Divide, because so often you look at this PRX team, you always go towards Jing and Forsaken now with something in the roster as well. He's getting a lot of attention, but Tom, Divide and Mindfreak are just so consistent.
Yeah, I still feel like they're underrated as players. Like, the fact is, when you have this level of chaos that are coming through, when you have something in Jing, maybe a little bit less on this map, and then Forsaken is someone who plays a lot of agents but still plays them slightly insane at times. You then have these two players as like the rocks of the team who go, okay, you've kind of like maybe thrown this one a little bit. We'll just be the chill guys in the back line who will just clean up the mess you've made.
Yeah, that's why Mindfreak, for a long time, he's been one of my favorites. I mean, I've got his jersey at home, signed up and everything.
You didn't bring it here?
Actually, it is here. It's in my suitcase. I wanted to wear it today, but I'm biased or something. But today, I think it definitely is a time for us Mindfreak fans out there to get stonks, because he's...
Mindfreakers? Yes, Tom!
Yes. But no, he was up to some magic on the server today.
Yeah, he was indeed. But the thing is, EDG, they were trying their best. I think there was a degree of maybe being a little bit scared or not knowing what to do in certain situations. But Kong is still Kong. So let's take a look at our Verizon high-speed moment. It could have gone to quite a few Kong moments, actually. But when they were 11-5 down, Mitch, and you got a player that does this, you can't complain.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is, as Sideshow said it in the moment, just looking like pre-nerf Jet, and he was flying around that site. You talk about being uncomfortable. It was anything but in this moment, and it just, that updraft, boom, it's so perfect. Even slowed down, it looks too fast.
Yeah, I think my main worry, though, is that a lot of what we talked about with their victory yesterday was nobody having a fantastic game and being that second level, because Concom played well, but he wasn't needed to be the superstar in that matchup. This time he did need to be, and he still fragged fantastically, did a great job, and they weren't close to winning this game.
Now you're making me less excited about map 2. I'm excited regardless, because I think we're going to get 3 maps. I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, looking at the last play that you have, Billy was the squad that they were taking on over on the side of EDG, and coming into this tournament, I probably wouldn't have put any rating behind that matchup, but they dominated them, and Billy have looked good here on the international stage, so it's not something that I'm going to take away from them necessarily, but bouncing back from their map pick being lost like that is going to be tough.
I mean, that's the thing though, EDG, they have bounced back. We've seen it. They're not a team that just kind of rolls over, especially after what happened to Tokyo. They do put their heart and soul into this. And if we look, I mean, even for nobody, map 1 was a real anomaly. It's been a really long time since we've seen him have a performance like that.
Oh no, for sure. I don't think it's something, or I hope it won't be something that's a consistent factor throughout the entirety of this matchup. And he's still going to be playing that Sky, or likely will be going into Pearl. So I don't think it's the end of the world, but I'm a little bit scared for them because that was their choice.
Well, I like to see how they're feeling right now. So let's send this down to Mimi with After and see what he has to say ahead of map 2.
Coach, after a tough map #1 for EDG, you've already played this team at Tokyo without something in the mix. How does it feel to play them now with something, and how does it compare to your expectations?
第一张图没有能拿下是非常非常遗憾的。那之前在东京对阵到 PRX 的时候是不完整体，这一次在冠军赛的舞台上面对到的是有 something 的 PRX。想问一下，你觉得差异在哪里，以及说跟预想当中的一个情况比较相似吗？
其实预想都在意料之中，就感觉确实压迫感会更强一点，比起在东京大师赛的时候。然后有 something 的时候，我感觉他们更敢去做一个枪法的对峙，所以我感觉压力变得挺大的。就是在场上的任何一个变化，只要有一点那个失误，我感觉他们就能抓住我们。所以我觉得PRX 是一个强大的对手，但是我们经过调整之后，我们也会调整好下一把的内容。
What am I saying?
Definitely with something, I feel all the situations kind of expected, to be honest. We feel definitely more pressured with something in PRX. And also even in the matches, whenever we give out some mistakes or windows, they can always catch the opportunities and just fight back. So we feel like something is very, very the key player in PRX to help them to play even more aggressive as a whole team. Also, I feel like PRX is a very strong opponent, but definitely will adjust some issues and our problems and to become better, to improve on map 2.
Definitely going to be difficult to do, but best of luck on map #2. Thank you very much, and I'll send things back to the desk.
Thank you very much, guys. Like after set, they gotta fight. They gotta fight.
Oh,
back.
you're watching.
And if it's
you're watching
anything
the
EDG
PRX
is good at, Tom, it is fighting.
Yeah, but there's a part of me that goes like,
they won map
really
1.
Difficult to deal with
the Phoenix.
Something in the last map. Well, now he actually plays the ace he's good at. Like now he goes on to Jet.
You actually watch Valve.
I am a little bit scared of them. I mentioned that nobody would be playing the Sky. It's actually not the case. They've switched things up here, moved away from the Harbor Viper for starters, bringing in the Omen, which I don't necessarily mind, especially with the changes to Pearl, but also nobody onto that fade.
Yeah, it's a very interesting Prime Gaming agent.
I'm a PRX fan too.
Yeah, I think it's a good change. I think I like Omen a lot more. I was saying in our cast earlier, I don't really even find a map where I'm a massive fan of Harbor. I think the important thing to note is like we're talking about Edward Gaming.
I'm also an Edward Gaming fan though.
That's how Giants felt, right? It was the EDG.
I mean, I like them. I like them because they beat Loud.
So close. It was an
because like they were underdogs.
This time they're bouncing back from a much worse position.
They're an underdog team.
Arguably against a better opponent.
I think the other
Do you know what's
thing
crazy?
To mention is this
Billy Gaming versus NRG.
Yeah, like you don't want to run screens into a Phoenix and a Sky. You're basically just giving them burst potential through these thin walls. So I think it actually will help them a little bit to have slightly more standard smokes that they can utilize against this specific comp.
Yeah, of course, it's not something that PRX could have prepared for as well, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Everyone, come on, EDG, they need your energy, send it to them. I want to see a map 3. Brandon Saisho, over to you.
No map 3.
Let's see it happen, really would here, but yeah, PRX on this map, they are so damn active. Double flash comp, playing it with the Phoenix. Love to fight over it, and I'm seeing these compositional changes. I mean, EDG as well, opting into, you know, the Fade, the double smokes of the Omen and the Viper. It is a lot slower. I don't think of it as a very, you know, as a composition that can really rapidly take a lot of that map control.
Yeah. I think I would agree with that. I also think it's a very unusual composition. Yeah. I don't think I've seen anybody running this comp. I don't know where EDG have cooked this one up, but it's interesting for sure. You get nobody swapping his role. Had a really rough map 1. Went 5 and 15, 0 and 5 in first kills. Nobody's form has got to swap up if EDG have a chance here. And he's got to find value with the Fade. I mean, same thing for Haodong too. But here comes a clash.
It's a classic
by Jing.
Yeah, it's the flashes all the way. You can see it. Jing is there. Ready for it though. Contacting through. It's all EDG. Kill feed. It's filled up with red.
Awesome stuff from Kankan.
Yeah. That's wants to clear out towards the smoke, so we're able to get the plant down here.
Spike.
Play into this round, yet still something. He's alive and kicking. Dash is there, but he doesn't actually see any players.
Here.
Very diligent.
Guess who?
With the clearance, just onto the corner. Something sticking to the fuse, needs to be covered, but gets off of it. A little too much. A lot of damage being done as well. Yeah, pushing them out of position though. Nobody's on the cross here. Yeah, something too much to overcome.
So a great start from EDG. They win the fight as both teams just
ECI
walked into each other over towards A main. Partly because Kankan was able to get so much value done. I think he bought the classic and half armor in that round, which ended up being fairly important, to be honest. Just hit a right click and was able to survive.
Off the entire
still
game,
to have impact in the fight.
Yeah,
This battle between Kankan and something has been so anticipated.
Right,
we didn't quite get to see it in its full form in Fracture, with something playing Breach as it usually does. But this map is often about how you set the jets up. Very similar kind of clash here again into A main, as Jing really leads the charge, something and instead taking the Sheriff for a walk in mid.
And not hiding the intent of it. Big rotations away. I mean, well, no scope does the job. No armor on Jing, so a single shot will do it. And real grand opportunity. See a couple of ults farmed up against some of the weaker players.
I mean, if Kankan can get these kills,
he's 3 away.
Yeah, he's got a great chance of being able to get a Blade Storm online and maybe win a bonus round. He's the player that wants to be trying to take contact. Meanwhile, Smoggy is miles away. And PRX, I mean, are they just intending to die to Spike here?
Yeah, it would be the real play here from behind Smoggy. That's a cheeky angle. Don't really expect that too much. Kankang is desperate for these kills now. Once he realizes what's going on, one shot found. Will he tag it? Will he get it? Team stealing all of them. It's prime game and flawless.
Have a word with G2. Have a word. We're building up the Blade Storm. Control yourself.
Who's denied the chance to get that one? Still only 2 away.
And a prime game of flawless. You're never going to be too mad about that. And there's 2 attack-sided ult orbs on this map.
Wow, missed that one.
What a play happening behind the scenes. So there's certainly some danger here. Kankan's going to start with a Spectre, so maybe not just planning to ult orb farm. Looks like another clash in A main again. PRX want to fight over B, but that's not where EDG are pushing things. Something on the swing.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kind of deletes the wrong player, to be honest.
I mean, he's going for the player picking up the orb. Kankang. Let's collect it. Not fast enough to return with the 5, but something trying to pick up Ard again. There was that quick reaction of EDG.
That's a bundle that cannot be defended.
Yeah, it's ground gained. The PRX are very quick once more.
Smoggy's utility does not watch the flank. It watches mid and then the connector.
Realistically as well, Mindfreak just needs to survive. They don't even know it. No expectations and no awareness!
Yeah, there we go.
Again, that flank was just creeping up behind them. 2 players removed, deleted instantaneously. Smoggy. Again. Not a plan to really for him as well, not when he's just being approached from that direction. So PRX, pretty clean win of their own. 4 players surviving in this one, but yeah, pretty big misstep, I would say, as well, in terms of the EDG protocols. The way they set that one up, they had no idea.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. I mean, that's the responsibility of these 2 guys right here, Kankan and Chichu. Once they back off into main, they need to be watching and aware that there could be some kind of push through flank. I think had they even had the awareness, though, that Phoenix Flash would have done its job.
Yeah.
The timing there was very quick from PRX because they went for an explosive push down B long and nobody could hear. EDG weren't really playing a spread default that was getting info on that side of the map. And now we get another clash. So many of these have gone the way of PRX.
Most of the time, in fact. Here we go.
Oh, God.
And again, it's the flashes. They're so damn good at setting you up out on the OTP to the side. Let's get the one. Nobody. Instantly there. Shuts that one down. Divide. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
I got the spike.
So finally, EDG end up winning these duels as both teams clash into each other. It didn't look great to open up. Haldong just teleporting straight into an Nano Swarm. But they're able to brawl it out. Maybe this is a sign of better things to come for EDG. On a map where PRX are excellent usually. This Jet Phoenix composition has been so good for PRX. Little pause in the game here just to make sure that nothing funny's going on. You must close out a 4v2.
Yeah. They clear out Mindfreak, sat towards the back of walls. Still being used. The Horn actually did not clear him. Ball up as well. Granted a chance, an opportunity. It's Mindfreak. They'll jump on it soundly. Very glad for it, but doubled up. Kang. Make sure to clear out that area. Something. It's the last player left here. Threw into the box. I love that. Great face. All together there. Making sure there's no chance really at all for something to get going.
Taking a look at the replay, you see Haonon getting away with murder there, to be honest with you. And nobody escapes from the pull to be able to punish Jing. I appreciate also that when they were in the 4v2, you know, they realized that there was a player towards the back there, Mindfreak. And as he swung out, they were expecting the second player from PRX. There's a lot of respect being shown. They anticipate that these things are normally going to be synced up. Here's another brawl. It's like another team fight happening over on the other side of the map.
I mean, almost like we're deciding the rounds on coin flips right at the bloody beginning. All that utility is far too good. All purchased and built up. Jing, he wants even more. Flash is great. It's fantastic. Everyone alive and kicking.
It's over.
On the PRX side.
It's not even 20 seconds into the round.
Yeah, and that was honestly what I was expecting maybe from Fracture. We didn't see too much of it. A lot of gambles in terms of contact plays kicking off, but really this has just been brute force at the extremities to decide so many of these rounds.
To bring it back to one of your previous points though, Brent, there's 4 lanes on Fracture. I mean, there's like a 25% chance, I guess, that they like run into each other. Here it feels like there's so much more likelihood that they're going to clash.
And PRX, you know, when they play this composition, they do love to fight over that A main orb all the time for a variety of reasons. They can build up Jing's ult, build up multiple ults as well, pretty key as well as part of their game plan, but also just helps you take control of the map.
You get that on camera.
So yeah, another prime game in Flawless at that one.
I think they're going to get their money's worth today. These rounds are just being decided so decisively, one way or another.
You don't really, I mean, with the composition as well, I just want to circle back to it. It is a lot slower from EDG when they're playing it, and I feel like they can't fight as effectively over this area. I mean, you don't really have an Astra for any sort of like stuns, pulls. You don't have any hard flashes by not running the Sky.
Yep.
You kind of have to take it a bit slower, I think, and try and bait out the response initially before you jump in.
Counterpoint, you could stack it with 5 players.
Which is what they're doing once more. And look, there's a star at their feet, there's a molly behind them. They're not worried, though. Being shoved off or conditioned.
But they just lose so much info around the rest of the map when they do this. Yeah. If this is their answer. You have to go into an A exec very quickly, because otherwise, you have no idea what's happening elsewhere. And this time they do have the lockdown, but they've got to be cautious of the flank. There is still that turret and now an alarm bot from Smoggy doing work that really wasn't present in the prior when they got flanked.
Large util intended to just really choke them out. Both the Nanosauls committed to the back of the site, but no one is there. Look at this flank once more. There is an alarm bot. 3 players towards Art, 2 on the flank.
I mean, they are definitely expecting the retake to come through Secret and Flowers.
They are
not expecting flank and Art.
And they've already used the paranoia towards the back of it as well, looking to try and refight over for that space. And Smoke's just kind of cutting up and partitioning out the side.
And now it's not planted for them.
It's not planted for them. It's flipped on its head. Trailblaze into the back, that stun. There is the connection. Something sticking onto the fuse, but broken through the wall. EDG, they're winning the fights out. It's Carnage. No one looking towards the side here. Devi is there, top of the wall. 1v2, players are weak. He's done enough damage. 7 bullets, spotted it. Down to the classics, down to the wire. Where's the time? It's not there. It's good cleanup. But a round win for EDG.
An incredible round there.
Dude,
great try from Devi. But it's EDG that end up taking it. There's a couple of crucial moments that I wanted to point out. One of them,
they're not up 6-0.
actually got the spray through the wall onto something and denied the defuse from coming through at the beginning. And then Jing's wall ended up helping EDG more than it did anyone else. They were able to sneak around the back and kill some of those people. And that's what it means. Passion. Not great for the EDG economy, but I don't think they're worried about that particularly. A 4-2 lead.
Look, this our map pick.
So much better than anything they had on Fracture.
Set their sights as well.
We'll
drag it to that map number 3. Here's something with an operator.
But
here's
my problem, Brent, with what EDG's approach is. Now that they're not 5-person barreling into A main, isn't it obvious for PRX that they're not A? I mean, if you have to take A with 5 players when they don't hear anything, look how confident Something and Mindfreak are of just re-clearing this area.
What are you
saying?
saying?
There's nobody around. I mean, the only person that's around is nobody.
Gonna haunt up in a few seconds. We're hearing a few giggles of that. You can't. It's low-hanging fruit.
912.
Can't help it. All right, so it's a re-clear.
Clearance behind the box, Mind Freak.
I like that.
Actually, the flash did not connect to him, but there's an Anaswan to try and clear him out. Attention brought towards it. Something.
He does.
Is he going to help him out once more?
Oh!
Is there, but it's traded. 2 versus 2. Spike.
Wait, it's 2.
Hands are Smoggy.
6 players died trying to fight over aim control.
Math is important in chess.
Wanders through an alarm bot. Picks it up as his new pet.
I didn't say that.
30 seconds
What did you say here?
I said I didn't play chess.
Yes, you do.
At some point here, Forsaken's going to
Not
start
anymore?
wondering why the plant isn't going down on air.
I never
and that's
played
going to keep
real
Jing
people.
fairly
Jing's
rooted
got to
to
know
be.
this. I mean, he's got a molly as well to try.
Yeah, I didn't like playing against real people because I would always lose.
If this gets planted close to the corner,
I know.
really,
10 seconds.
it's Chichu that has to defend it.
Wow.
Here it is. 8 seconds left inside the smoke.
No.
Beautiful by Chichu. He had to defend that space.
Man.
Oh, but Forsaken.
Did they go for it?
Leave it to Forsaken.
Oh, yeah.
Rifle.
First he has to get his ult.
But in the 1v2, already that crossfire setup as well. Chichu with a jump spot.
Oh, wait, he knows his jump
Smoggy's
peeking.
there. He's got a turret for one side of it. Great snake bite. And yeah, the fight back from Smoggy.
Man.
I just
In the moment setups as well. It's what EDG do really well, I think, in terms of how they play off of each other when they get
America
into those
moment.
chaotic scenarios.
Yeah,
You can't plan for it.
I had practice
Communication
today.
is rock solid.
Okay.
That's a major moment from Haldong. Devi responded almost immediately and left things down into a 2v2.
Yeah, I don't get why they slum with the random
Frankly,
stuff.
the look has not been a particularly impactful role with how quickly these rounds have been decided. So it's nice to see the look of being able to find some value in this. It's now PRX that are on the back foot. It feels like the ideas are solid from them. Their composition's good at being able to fight over these areas of the map. Sure, sometimes they're
Yeah, you ruined it.
but a lot of the time,
No.
it feels like they should be favored. And yet, EDG are still finding their ways of being able to pull ahead. If you discount the pistol and the follow-up, it is much more even. It's only 3-2 in favor of EDG. So in terms of your big picture rifle round ideas,
I wore his
it's not going as badly as it might seem for PRX. But still, badly enough for Coach Alex to want to have his own input.
Yeah, especially with the money situation looking a bit rough. Something does have knives heading into this next one, but is it enough to force a buy-up around potentially? It's probably what they're discussing right now in that timeout. What they want to do and play towards here.
Yeah, by the way, something has an operator.
Okay, got that purchase for him.
I mean,
who's called? I'll be back.
he already
that
has
was
the Blade Storm. He has the Blade Storm. Is there a reason for Devi to only have a Guardian here when... I don't know. They must feel like the operator is a crucial tool to be able to work this defense.
Yeah.
And there's going to be another insane clash towards A main again.
Kang has a judge. Flash pull, TP past it. Haldong
sees.
Staring at the floor. Haunt. It's good with the connection, but no kills to be found on either side. Trailblazer, re-peek, refight. Jing. He's eager for it. Wants to draw blood. And fast to try and push them off and away. Lovely spam onto the corner. They spotted him out. The star was just in time.
And they have
PRX put themselves into a 5v4.
One awful.
EDG, though, have the space that they've been hunting for this entire time. So what is the plan B? If you're not going to instantly pivot into an A hit,
EDG has finally got what they wanted. But what do they do?
Now that Kankan's dead and you don't have that
idea.
Player, what's plan B? You've won the map control battle at the cost of your star. They're looking to try and hide from the guiding light that's going to flash re-clear this area.
Yep. And then re-hit. I like it. It's a cheeky idea.
Yeah, except Divide doesn't even have one online.
In fact, he's watching mid because he lost control of that, so he's wondering about the flank. As they attempt to re-hit, I mean, it's going to be a slight moment if they're fast enough that Divide won't be there ready and waiting, but they are walking into two players.
Nightfall is going to be disastrous for Mindfreak, I think, who's just sat close on this corner. Mindfreak's got to dip inside the smoke here if he has a chance, I feel.
Using a horn first, over the top as well, blinded up, no one clears that corner, close! Spamming away, he's got the pistol back out ready for it, 12 seconds, this is a disaster for EDG.
Yep, with his ult, everyone has
Another prime game in Flawless. I mean, these rounds inherently have been so lopsided.
I did not think that the round was going to end like that, though. I mean, EDG are hitting with a Nightfall in through... I mean, they paranoia the player close as well. How does Mindfreak find value in that spot?
Oh my god.
What is that from Jing as well? Just backpedal spraying. That's a brutal
I
round.
like that though, like the pan of.
But
the
exactly
map.
what PRX needed, coming straight out of their tactical timeout, they've broken the economy of EDG.
They just panned the
These
map.
things have been just on a nice edge when it comes to the economy because
What did
like you say,
Omens
Brett,
do?
The rounds have been blowouts. We haven't had a close round.
It's been a weird game to watch and observe here. Jing wants to have a go of it, re-clearing. Can back out without a hold. Blinded himself.
No!
Oh, been injured, I would have spotted him. How?
Oh, he wasn't close enough.
Oh, he got a cheap haircut. He's still alive.
Look how much space EDG.
Yeah, I know. That's so sad because he would have killed that fade.
He does that. He's done that so much.
Them. Definitely have the guns here. Jing really wants to have another go at this.
I love professional players.
Again, a lot of damage being done.
At least this time the flash came from Haldong and not from Jing.
Haldong is caught though.
Oh,
look at the
he mumbled him.
Look at all of this space that was gained through mid, back through Waterfall, and Smoggy and Kang Kang.
Yeah. Look at the map for them. Here's a pit.
Wait, how did they get CT?
A main choke. 9-4.
Being
used with the Seekers. Can't quite follow them as well for any sort of easy
Oh.
kills.
Hello, I'm back.
Good morning.
Job is left up to PRX to see if they can contain this. They gotta know.
Were we already watching?
But EDG is holding the site. It's a lockdown. Any play in mind to try and push this one back. It's not the greatest lockdown in the world. There is some spots to play into.
Not the greatest lockdown in the world.
And yeah, catching onto Forsaken.
Just keeps. No, that's a really bad lockdown. What the
it.
fuck?
They are finding it hard to chew through.
That was it. They didn't really have much choice.
Just take the space.
You have to give it up.
First.
When the Vipers pits down in that scenario, really good adjustments just in the moment from EDG.
Yeah, what a great call. I mean, Haldong and nobody survived for so long, getting
They
pressured there over towards
really
A-main.
easily.
They
They
caused
had Sky
enough of a
Util, this clear
distraction for Kang
secret.
Kang and Smoggy to get all the way through mid,
then
down
all
through
they needed to
water,
do-
and flanking around onto the A players. I think PRX are going to have to make an adjustment there potentially and put Forsaken's alarm bot, you know, somewhere deeper towards mid. If they
Oh my god, the game is in. What language is that?
That's
now that EDG have
Chinese.
found opening.
EDG is Chinese.
But how bizarre that we see all of the ultimates invested in this round.
Don't think about how China,
Where EDG didn't have the
how
rifles compared to
Valorant
the
wasn't
prior.
even released in China
They chose not to go for the knife.
when Edward Gaming started
Smoggy
getting
one
popular.
away
Don't
from the
think about
lockdown.
that is true. Yeah.
An
Don't-
awesome
don't
offensive.
Yeah, wait, how
think
did
about
they?
The momentum rolling for
it. No.
God dang it,
Like-
Toasty. Now we're all wondering about.
How-
Oh my God, they 3-stacked A.
Maybe they didn't play like in China.
I mean, they're all Chinese players. The team is
Yeah, but,
from China.
Do they actually live in China? That's the thing.
How could they have left?
Lead all the way through.
How could they leave
Such
China?
a naughty angle. Look at
What
that.
is that?
Oh my, I believe it was the turret.
Oh, that was the
What
turret.
is
Yeah,
that,
the other
bro?
headshot.
Baiting us, but
I've never seen that
Both of the
before.
headshots.
exactly.
You
It's
have.
disgusting that. I mean, really, just know what to really do. But Kang Kang is instantly there with a response once more. Doesn't want to back away.
Zimjka.
Great answer. Now Mindfreak's going to get pushed.
Zimska.
He's on top of his own alarm bot, so it doesn't even
What?
work for him. Watching.
From the side here, cleaned up. It's fallen to pieces a bit for PRX. He was on the other side of the map here with the operator now aiming to retake. Does have the Blade Storm, Jing.
Placing swap grenade.
Blazer's broken. Flash into the back, playing anti. Kang Kang wins his. Still there though, out
then
into the open.
does
Divide.
that.
That sightline, excellent flash. Pushes them back and away, and it's not planted for these players. EDG have to white face this one. Unconventional, really unorthodox. It's a miss from something to buy. He's left alone here, and no time really to do so. Great snake bite.
Yeah, like how did
If
he
Divide
miss?
wanted to, he could not stand his ground there. Beautiful work.
Edward Gaming really starting to flex their muscles here. Both teams looking strong on the opponent's map pick after making a compositional change. I'm not convinced it's necessarily the comp, though, that's getting EDG across the line here, but I mean, they are hitting some nice shots. This one, of course, from the opposite side, but Kang Kang goes down and just instantly entries and opens up B for them. All of the good work that Forsaken does at the start with the cheeky spots, kind of peeking through the turret's legs, undone in a moment. More A-main fights. It's like they're doing a drill.
Yeah, but this time it's PRX who just
Yay.
waited out, bait the util, and now they want to strike back almost immediately. A flash forwards, it's catching, but there was a smoke in the way. Nobody didn't get blinded from that one. He's able to return the fire. Bring down Jing.
Sick TV.
Something's been healed back up. And in the meantime, Forsaken's watching mid, so that's a big difference compared to where he had his utility last time PRX decided to fight for a main. And you saw the lurk plays coming all the way through.
What is? Oh, wait.
He can pull back his alarm bot, as PRX take a look over towards Art. And that allows Forsaken a little bit of the freedom just to jump spot B long as well. So PRX have some pretty good information right now, but they must still be wondering where EDG are. Rest of EDG just kind of regrouping to eventually hit down towards what is the weaker site.
It's looking like a retake.
Yeah, they realized just now.
Mindfreak does have the Cosmic Divide for this one, so going to be hard-pressed about it, but...
The lockdown's just a great tool here, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it does allow PRX the chance, though, to get close and try to play potentially to deny this plant from going down. Or at least to play a very fast retake.
Oh, back into the corner here, they're spamming down. All of it, Forsaken, though, is cleaned out towards backcourt. It's still a flank attempt by something. He's right behind them now. Should be able to get a sight line onto one of the players. Yep, Smoggy caught to the corner, but he wants to play his live. No! Out to the side there, Chichu.
Oh, that was a close shot.
He could receive it. 200 APM from something. Really making sure that they are clearing at every receivable angle. Left up to Smoggy. And yeah,
finally, we're doing something.
That's what the commentator said.
So yes, the lockdown, it did clear out a large portion of the site there, but it made it glaringly obvious with something already flanking that they could just...
Not ready yet. Bro, I need to...
flank going as well.
Okay.
As soon as the
I have a plan for my room, alright? Okay, so like,
I
love... As much as I'm a PC gamer, I also love console gaming, right? And now that I have my own space, I'm looking to grow my collection. I have 4 consoles, a DSi, a Switch, an Xbox 360, and a 3DS. I'm looking to buy a PlayStation, and I want to get all of those hooked up to my TV, to a TV, and have like a nice media center in my room. So I'm looking, and I found TV.
It's been missing ever so slightly.
Oh, I've got shit from the HDMI.
He was a little nervous when he first stepped onto the
stage.
Yeah, you don't have a USB hub though.
Fuck off. On the TV.
You got to remember he's
it's a 40-inch.
It's what happened yesterday. He spilled water on his USB hub, and it like
blue screen
twice.
Attempt through Art.
Okay, so
did you tell your parents that you needed one?
I told them.
Get one or what? Oh my god, what the heck?
It was a very short conversation.
What did they say?
All confidence from them. The spike is dropped into the middle of nowhere.
Okay, but so I found this 40-inch TV, right?
You just let Jet on site. Hello?
Util out in the hands. Which is still good. Updraft though, there's no punish inside.
Yeah, but like the Astra.
Can't land it, can't connect it. It's all to buy. 7 to 5 in the half. Damage control really for PRX. It's what it felt like on either side.
I found a 40-inch TV, right? It's a nice 1080p 40-inch TV. Only catch is that it was on someone's porch for 6 years.
So what does that mean?
Works. They say it works great, but it's also only $40 fucking. So like,
that's not a good sign.
No, I mean I can find TVs in that price all the time.
Anyone's game.
Anyone's game still.
But for that good of a TV to be that cheap.
Well, no, it's an old TV. It's got giant bezels, right? It's old, but it was probably really good at the time.
Giacomo, that kid is insane too.
Giacomo's crazy.
Have already qualified.
There's so many names I've never heard before.
What's it been like watching?
Giacomo's from
It's just a great experience. I love seeing it from the crowd.
I know who Demon 1 is.
I love seeing all the fans that are here. I appreciate all you guys coming out today. So give it up.
Isn't Demon 1 like really good?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it make you more excited for playoffs?
Okay.
Oh, of course. I can't wait to see the next stage. I mean, even the next game that we have, like it's
still insane. I think.
Always. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I see you have a sign here. Jing greater than.
I do not know how to operate this website.
You're one of the best race players in the scene.
You are going through that fast.
Well. What does the sign mean? How do you rate him?
Demon 1.
I mean, you got some crazy movement, but like, can I match his movement? Probably. So like, we'll see him in the next stage. So yeah, I can't wait.
Okay. He thinks he's up to snuff. Another player on
Didn't he beat? Wait, this is the way they lost. Dang, they beat PRX.
Debutants, it's something. What have you made of his debut thus far?
It looks really good. Like I see
that was
on breach. Like he's going crazy on breach as well. And like, whenever he plays Jet, I know that he's gonna come out and play his game. But I want to see that matchup versus Demon 1 versus something.
He had almost 100 kills over the thing.
PRX, that's your hope?
Yes, that's my hope for sure.
All right. Well, this game it's been close thus far, but EDG looking good on the second map. Who do you think's taking this one?
I think EDG's taking it home.
All right. Some belief in EDG, guys. One more time for Giacomo. Thanks so much. Let's get the second half underway.
He couldn't get his visa. He had to play for Master.
I love that honestly as well. I mean, Giacomo. match at hand. He's like, yeah, I want to play against Paper X.
Yeah, I know.
Fully rooting for them.
Hey, I mean, one of these teams actually
Yeah,
might
fair
even
enough.
end up making it out of groups. There's some scary teams still in this group.
That's a crazy prospect, but I mean, Group A is looking like the strongest group that we've got at this event, I have to say.
That's what makes this match a really important
I'm
one
gonna go
too.
check my
As much
lineups
as,
out.
you know, this is the
Make sure I remember them
game
all.
of Group A that everyone's been looking forward to. There's some danger too. Giants played an excellent match, and Crew's been on a heater, though they did end up getting put down in their first game.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Don't think Jorgamo took math class though. Don't think he had any clue
I mean,
what he was doing with the
graded
less
hands, not too sure. I mean,
why are they talking about math? What's up?
As well, I have to get the halftime off the screen because we are heading straight back into the action very quickly here. Pistol round beginnings.
So what have EDG got cooked up with this composition on defense? Something and Kang looking like they might clash in art.
It's a turret to take contact here, even if Kang doesn't spot them, but he can hear them. That's why the dash is there, and the right click's doing enough for it. Paranoia actually colliding with him. Got Saudongs.
He just walked into the
There's safety in numbers, and plenty of them here.
I mean,
Oh wait, why did I? Oh, whatever.
4 players just all ready to try and collect something, and I love this call from Howdong. Gonna go and re-explore through A main, looking to try and catch the other half of this split.
It's really nice.
Not going to find anybody, but it's lovely information to work with.
Exactly, and you can even keep a player here if you choose, or you can just really commit to the flank. Spotted out, Divide.
Divide knows not
catches
to
it.
again.
They're going to smoke the turret. I mean, the turret, I think, ended up getting broken.
Yeah, broken anyway. Divide. Danger here, but there's only one player to meet him. It's him versus Kang. Divide was actually eager to take that fight, pushed forwards, past it. The reaction from Paper X already taped onto the side, trying to spam into the smokes. But again, TDG are so rapid on the approach here. They've got all the player advantage and leave it up to just Forsaken. He can't do it. But against that,
great idea from EDG over in art.
It's the evidence, honestly, that international experience that EDG have got now, where they make these in-the-moment calls at the mid-rounding that are just pure excellence.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think their first set play, the little trap that they have, and the paranoia that's designed to allow Kang to
Dang, I really need to see that right click in slow-mo. Really couldn't comprehend it.
I don't understand exactly what Paper X were doing with smoking the turret. They bloomed a smoke on turret. That wastes one that Mindfreak has available. He couldn't smoke off Flowers as a result, and they also didn't contact past him. Maybe a bit of communication error happening there in the pistol round on the audible. That can happen when you have 5 IGLs on the team. Or none. I can't exactly remember which it is.
It's kind of a mixture. I mean, Forsaken sometimes takes the lead.
They don't really have an IGL, do they?
It's a bit more spread out. Everybody contributes.
Very
base.
Are going all the way through.
Yeah.
Looking like a snake just making loops around mid.
No fear at all. You wouldn't think they're on the eco, but here we go. Fully grouped up now with 5. This Paranoia is going to get incredible value. There it is. Contacts caught, near sighted up, but already the weapons are good. SMGs. Beam them all down, bring them all down. Plant stuck, so a bit of extra money.
Why left?
No chance to win the round though. EDG.
I don't need to buy a TV. I had
Quite
a
a
TV in my room
margin.
at my old house.
All the guns are intact.
Oh.
And I completely forgot it even existed.
Said that a
That's
lot.
not gonna lie.
We certainly have.
So I just went and I found it, and my
Set up to
parents
be
and my sister said, yeah,
very
you can have it.
interesting this second half. You've got Kang picking up the bonus round operator as well.
So now I just need BDS
It's going to be really interesting.
I love it when people do this, honestly. Jet players or whatever.
Some
Operate on the bonus round. I mean, you almost come to expect it, I think, if you're going up against Kang. You have to always be checking the money to see if you can buy it. But
for sure.
It can often catch people off guard.
It's fairly likely that you're going to be able to, save it if things go disastrously wrong at the beginning, or get a Blade Storm online if you do end up popping off. So I think there's potential here.
No one meeting him now.
Yeah, and they've actually left him the entirety of the A site. This is something that EDG have been doing a ton of recently, is stacking 4 players defensively on one side of the map and leaving the other just to Kang. Howdong's going to spot that out, though, and surely that brings
actually really
nobody
cool.
back.
Oh my, he's moving forwards here. He's trying
I
to hold
just
this down
found
as well
an
with the paranoia,
old
but there's a smoke in his way.
Bose sound
Something's there.
system
Team
from the 2000s
back.
that came with like a
Given so
media
much
player.
space. All there, and a shot miss.
And it's
Going
got like
wide
a
here for
giant
Kang. Back up onto the
subwoofer,
angle,
really
but
nice
again,
speakers.
that's
And
a
a
I don't know
half
what's a
tower.
subwoofer.
Subwoofer. You know how in theaters there's that really loud thud, and like how loud sounds like actually shake the room.
Yeah.
That's a subwoofer.
2 versus 3.
It
At
makes
some point you have to
pronounced
consider
bass
maybe saving or
and
not. Smoggy already got the kill. Spotted
and
out
you
another
can
player.
install them in
Dinosaur
cars and stuff.
There, flash. Excellent. Isolating them and Forsaken and Divide. Brilliant
needs
work
to
from
be
them.
stopped. No.
PRX completely countering the idea there from EDG.
Oh, and something has an op.
There was certainly some
Something has
danger
an op.
still.
Get
Just
ready
my
for
ghost
it.
not working.
Okay,
Take
my
a look
ghost
at how
keybinds
they're
aren't
able to
working.
entry, and it's it's only Haodong with barely a
Attacking
weapon,
the op.
just trying to scramble away and hold a bit of space.
Wait, how do you
Great
get
close once again. Forsaken and Device have just been electric at closing out
left
these
hand.
rounds.
Should I?
Mind Freak too, actually. The
It's
support
literally
has
just
the paper.
preference.
One of the things they're doing incredibly
Whatever
well.
you can aim with better.
Maybe I'll try it out.
Kankan getting punished
There's
a
a lot
little
of
bit
my
for biting the
angles are
operator
right.
in the prior. He's only got a stinger here, 2 away from a Blade Storm.
Shoot, I forget
Meanwhile,
how this one
something
works.
Has all the weaponry.
It might be about to gift them one, to be honest, as well. He's walking right into 3 players
Show
who
me the PlayStation.
tuck to the corner. Nobody does. Here we go. It's instantaneous once more. Kang. Haodong had his back before eventually going down. Repositions now towards the back of the side.
Here we go.
Wins that, really?
Kidding
Bro.
All down to something. If he gets a pick,
such a good
might see him
deal.
pop the Blade Storm and go for this.
That's such a good fucking deal, dude.
Jump spot. He's
Oh,
looking
we saw
for it.
Jet.
I found a
Information.
PlayStation 4
Something.
Slim
They know something's
with
about to happen.
games
Granted, it is
for
surely
120
spotted.
bucks
Dash
with 2
forwards,
controllers
updraft,
and
overzealous.
games
And
in
it's-
the box.
Wow, just
And
gifted
it's
the
the
operator
500
right back, as I was saying
gigabyte
at the beginning. But EDG, around in a microcosm, it's what I love about this team, honestly, is actually they do a lot of this
Kill the
bait
guy.
and switch. Someone takes contact,
Yeah.
more players just holding close, tight corners. As the trade starts to come in, they can punish it.
And we're watching.
He was trying to
Kankan
right-click
has been
him 'cause he was
beat a lot
7
of the time
health.
there, but Haodong actually sprayed down 2 as well with the Phantom, which is
It was just a
excellent
panic thing.
value. At the moment, this operator's getting passed around like the Christmas present nobody wants. Where you just re-gift it the year later.
I've never done that personally.
PlayStation
Of course you haven't. You wouldn't want to out yourself
Final
publicly.
Fantasy,
I've never
Kingdom
done
Hearts
that.
Collection, Uncharted
So
Collection.
this is damaging for
What are you
PRX.
waffling about?
Fucking deal.
And it really
Sorry,
feels like this is
No, I'm sorry, that was-
competitive map where EDG have got a great read on things.
Uncharted
They're out there
amazing
One very
doing
nice
it
of
on
me.
Fracture.
Okay, there we go. Now my ghost is
But
working.
here, looking
But I
strong.
might as well just buy Uncharted on
And
the
certainly,
PC. No, I shouldn't.
I think we're witnessing
They dab it on my
a bit of a
console.
jet differential, which is a weird thing to say.
Bit of a jet
Thought we'd see
differential.
a huge amount of value coming from something, but the moments, where he's given an opportunity to do the impossible, it looks, it gives it a good shot.
A bit of a jet
But he's
differential.
also just not finding the same level of consistent value that Kankan is.
Maybe feeling a bit rattled on the big stage.
Could be. Could be.
That was always a concern as
Actually,
well.
like
People
that.
talking about his debut, playing on the international stage. It's why, it was so disappointing. I
Yeah,
think,
that's
as well
how
in
you
Tokyo, that
shoot
we didn't
it.
get to see full strength PaperX,
Okay,
but
so that's what I can find on that. What if I go to...
elimination game, still a lot to play for, but we
And
will
he's got-
need to see the step up.
He's got another opportunity right here as well, Bran. He's got a shorty and a Blade Storm. If there was anybody to be able to make this round winnable for PaperX and stop the EDG momentum, it would be him.
Very delayed. Sees Paranoia over the top. Something! He tried to react fast. As soon as the U-tool was used towards A main, but
It's a great
caught
idea.
out. Yep, taken out of the sky.
It's a fantastic timing. He's just not hitting.
That is very fortunate.
Oh, I mean, Chishu's just got the read that somebody's going to be tucking into that corner. He just spams through the smoke. Disgusting.
Yeah, now left to their own devices here.
Kankan doesn't realize Jing's in the corner.
Yeah,
Hits it
somehow,
anyway.
Yeah, he'll sit it. I mean, yeah. Shouldn't be favored for it, but he hits it.
He just is, though, isn't he?
He is him.
Is it looking like EDG are going to be able to get up to 11 here? Pretty resounding lead on Pearl.
Don't you, Pearl.
PaperX are struggling to make things happen. Nobody on EDG really playing around the middle of the map. If PaperX want to try and create picks using their Jet and Phoenix, sometimes that's going to be with plays like this through B-Link or Art. That's not really where EDG are fighting.
Chichu still was 2 snake bites as well. It's just delaying them. They know exactly where these players are. They made a ton of noise, the flashes. Connect. Out wide though. Got to hit these, and they do. Okay, pistols. Through with it. Maybe earn yourself an upgrade, but the plan has to be stuck. What's wrong with that? That's a TP right behind them. Haodong trying to put the squeeze. Yep, buying it. A bit of time, a distraction plays. Mind Freak, no health to really do anything at all. Kang with the knives. Single blade did it.
What a bold play by Haodong. There was always a chance there that somebody's just waiting around the corner for him to stick the ultimate and just swings instantly.
Yeah, for the punish.
But I think a really nice crossfire setup because the rest of his team is holding from that underneath area, almost exactly holding the corner. So, oh, that is really nice shots though, landing by nobody. A player that had a very rough map 1. Like I said earlier, 5 and 15 on Fracture. 0 and 5 in first kill to first deaths. A far, far cry from what nobody was doing.
Talking about nobody, right?
The last time we saw him on the big stage. But he's just having a very solid.
He said like 0
with a
or
couple
like
of big moments.
5 and like 15 or whatever.
It's the round that matters though. Look at it. State of affairs with the ultimates. PRX, plenty of them to use and dish out now. They have to win it. Why is EDG going to be put back up to that point?
The flash did not catch on to Kang.
Flicks down. Actually, okay, dashing straight into the box. Catching him out into the open. Nanoswarm's here, vulnerable up by Jing. Stun into the corner. Can't claim the kill, even with the ult. Get back. Paul's gained. Playing on the side is a risky business here. Nobody still has a Nightfall.
And they have massive ultimates to be able to close this out still.
Yeah, I would love to see a lockdown being used by Forsaken still, but
I think it'd be a great idea.
Nightfall used.
He's not going for it.
Oh, blaze it. It's a bit prior as well. I'm going to be able to hear these sound cues. Still working into the back of halls, weaving in and out of these smokes. Something is standing it. No, spam down in the midst of all of this. And I think this lockdown might be a little bit too late.
One death, like it's not a big
access
deal.
to it still.
Look at this buzz playing.
Absolute spam battle, top of the box.
Yeah, like
predicted.
look at that.
There's no attempt to try and fight over this one.
Don't peek him, just
stand corrected, lockdown precisely when they needed it. Now there's definitely no
just
time
run
to
away
win this
now.
one out. So, overwhelming force of the ultimates, that's really what grants PRX that win.
And honestly, also a perfect timing with the lockdown. As much as we were looking for it to come a little earlier, you know, Forsaken knows best. He pops down that lockdown, and Jing, instead of using his Phoenix Molly to, you know, have some kind of post-plant utility, he throws it down to stop them contesting the lockdown. It goes inside the Omen smoke. And look at that. How are you going to get through?
Good luck.
Not happening. So PRX pick one up and draw this within 4.
They had to use a lot to get there. So far, EDG have been more than in control.
Here's another big clash. On B, PRX looking like they want to set up just for a Cosmic Divide hit onto the B site. EDG are going to challenge it with a bit of a trap play, actually.
So C's being used as soon as the flash is sent flying off to the side here. Caught out in the open behind the screens. Fight 1. How long? Falling. You give this up? The answer is yes, but nobody's been just left out to dry. He doesn't have an escape mechanism. Kang. Feels like he has to do something in that instance when they've lost so many players.
Major fights won by PRX there. Great idea from EDG, and they're still going to be able to pick up Jing and make potentially a goal with this. It looks like he's backing all the way off though.
He's saving. Has to.
Smoggy can still prod potentially because it's only Chishu that wouldn't be able to buy.
I would like to see Smoggy prod. He's one away from the ult.
Yeah, potentially that could be a great decision there for EDG, but they're just going to maximize the weaponry instead. I actually really like the idea from EDG too.
Sad.
You know, if PRX decide to use a Cloudburst or a Recall Star to try and cross over towards B, there was a seize for anybody that would be walking through the smoke, a paranoia for them to try and get aggressive onto them. And instead we see big results from something. Entering around the corner, great counter utility being thrown towards Pillar, and PRX barrel forwards. They even managed to save that Cosmic Divide, so it's usable for the next round. And at this point, PRX are having great success on B.
Astro ult needs to
start setting it.
Look how nice that is though. You have Trailblazer into a pull, into a Nanoswarm. The on-the-fly utility that PRX throws, it feels like set plays even when they're just cooking it up on the fly.
Except like gun ult, but...
They're so well coordinated with the micro.
I mean, it's going to go B again. At the barrier, 4-1 split. Saken's job to watch mid here, nobody. Needs to get out alive. It's really quite critical. He's playing close to the pillar though. How does he escape this flash in his face? This is such a weird position to play.
Madam, are you hearing this?
I can't tell you if it's good or not. I'm not good at balance and stuff.
Play that we've seen nobody go for, and he is a player that likes to go higher.
Yeah, instead of a big wall, I don't know.
Exit strategy there at all.
Really strange. Cosmic Divide.
That is like a
to be used. Drop down. Explode up the side once
a
more.
big wall
Paranoia.
that blocks bullets.
Look at the fight
Sound
towards the backside.
for 15 seconds
Splash
is a
in the
great
face of Jing up top onto the box. Needs to be watched for.
The bullets part is better.
Yeah, but it
up
hurts
onto these angles.
more than it hurts.
Dangerous game he is playing.
It just depends how you throw it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could say that for literally any ult. Or like most ults. I mean, a Brim ult could hurt your team way more than it hurts them. A Raze ult.
I feel like
EDG overstepped themselves, but they're all reloading! And it's taking.
1, 2, 3.
Here's Ace.
9/11 curse.
Yeah.
9/11 curse.
Jing with the Phoenix
Bro.
Ace. Ult online, tactical timeout instantly. Hit the
Boombeast, how do you like that?
There's problems here.
I know you're going crazy. I know you're going crazy.
With the way that nobody's in position.
We're all watching.
But you're not. Where are you watching from, Roman?
Valorant.
I mean, why aren't you like with us?
Oh, something
That's
scary
what
with Miles.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get a cheeky kill.
But yeah, I saw Jing Ace. I'm like, I know Boombeast is going crazy.
I wasn't even like focused on it. I was talking about balancing Ashes.
In Tokyo.
Oh, yeah, Roman, you know what this motherfucker said? Instead of the wall, he said just give her a burst of 8 stars.
It's Astra ult.
I like that.
No! You don't!
I like that.
Okay,
It'd be interesting, but
the only way to make that work and not be actually useless was if they also got rid of the cooldowns on her abilities.
That's what I said.
This is not the
8
same
stars and no cooldown. You could stun the entire. You could stun or suck.
Jing looks like it's Timmy's little brother.
EDG so close. They're within
You could
punching
stun or
distance
suck
of sending
the
us to Pearl.
Alright,
They
fine.
just need to find 2 more ideas that work.
You could smoke
And we would
every
be there.
single. You could smoke every single angle in the game.
It'd have to be like a 10-point ult.
Oh yeah.
It'd have to be like a 20-point ult.
So
You'd only have to be able to use that one time a half, and even then it'd be overpowered. Because that is a 3-round, no questions asked. It doesn't matter what you do against that. Give her 8 stars plus the 4 she already has.
It's all over the place.
She has
No, not
Anybody's
plus.
going to be able to afford to buy this one, but I mean, I guess the loser's bonus.
Just 8.
8 in
Yeah, but
total.
even so, I mean, unless nobody literally buys not a
If she
single
already
thing.
used her,
Nana
it
Swarm
just
up top
basically
there.
refreshes
Lovely.
1 and then adds another 4.
PRX, they don't mix it up, man.
That
So I guess if
still
you talk
is
All
fucking.
of the rogue don't fix it, so.
Look at my fucking screenshot right now.
Nana Swarm and the alarm bot.
Okay, why
No,
is
don't
it
care.
Molly lands, so Chichu can't fight
Boom.
this one. Flash for the Trailblazers. It's all
I
coordinated
just want to
together
see
towards
the
back
game.
door.
And
Yeah,
you're
waiting
having
for
it.
them. Do they dare step? Do they dare venture? Kang falls.
I'm gonna after this game ends, I'm
PRX in
fucking.
control.
I don't
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh!
Their faces.
Something!
Here I stand. He's squeezing at them.
Rush it,
PRX,
man!
What a vintage something play. He loves going for stuff like that.
He's just having fun!
The shorty, just his favored weapon of choice. And I was asking for a moment like that because it feels like he's found it a little tough to get the value. Sure, this one, a little bit of an anti-eco kind of situation, but you know, Smoggy had the weaponry to try and do something.
He did the
and
exact same thing
his
yesterday.
ankle's broken.
Brutalized, man. Something he needed that, I think, for confidence.
Dude, we would have won Masters
yet in
if
terms
he
of
had
kills, but
if he had his
he's the
Visa.
playmaker he can be.
Bro,
This round is everything for EDG.
The only
And their
reason
economy
we
is
didn't
not in a
win
good spot
Masters
here.
was
And they've
because
used a Viper's
we had
Pit
his
to
Visa.
lock
He
down
didn't
B
have a Visa.
right from the
I
start.
actually quite like
We
this
had to
pit
have
as
a
well. It
YouTuber
cuts off the
coming.
common angle where you want to use your lockdown. So Forsaken's got this one, but they have to clear out the pit if they want to use it. Makes it so difficult for them to just hit B.
But look at the alarm bot. The alarm bot is lovely from Forsaken. You wouldn't believe that he's only just become a Sentinel player. And in fact, they're using the lockdown just to
Have
clear
we
the Viper from
ever
the
seen
pit.
Ethos like sub in a real game?
No, they've decided
Yes.
better of it. Someone with
How'd it go?
Seems like
Well.
a low-value play, but
You know,
I'd love to see how he
back
does.
over here now.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
does want to go for it.
I feel like that's a pretty reasonable idea, to be honest.
D9
Countered
used
instantly.
Yeah. Don't
The
really take the space up. Jing is getting
Yeah.
brutalized.
he actually did
Burns up
alright.
there.
He did
Tons of
alright.
utility. Just meant for the
There,
ults.
he could have been better.
Lockdowns exchanged.
He's a
Kang.
fucking YouTuber at
He
the end of
falls.
the
2
day.
players detained. I mean,
Oh,
there's
shoot, you
three
can
events here.
drift
Definitely
while you're
players
detained.
watching
That's
his
cool.
back, something tucked to the corner.
What are you
Chichu
doing?
Baited into it.
PRX.
Thought he
Oh my
was
god,
alone.
Chicago,
Not
you're
quite.
throwing.
What an insane play to make in the moment here. Dog forwards. Smoggy.
Yeah,
spotted.
Chicago
He
actually just
something.
threw.
Again, he's being approached from every perceivable angle. He cannot do it. Not alone. Nobody in Howard.
Holy guacam.
At this point, almost forced to just save here, but it's
Oh,
final
no.
man. It's going to be 11-11.
This is a huge round, actually, for us to win.
They're not even able to save
They don't
a
even have
single
money.
weapon into it.
Yeah, this is a huge round for
The
PRX
score
to
is
win.
tied. But that's not the way that this map is currently going. It's 5 in
Night,
a row
night,
for
like
PRX.
slowly.
And an economy advantage heading into the final round.
That one.
That was the most. That was the most ranked swing I've ever seen.
Yeah, 2 more.
Gene is, they're literally
Regular
playing like
time.
it's ranked.
Well, I'm talking about their
Money
Viper.
situation is weird. EDG.
Look at that.
Losing their grip really. Flashbacks to.
I'm just saying,
Like,
They lost the last time these two teams played. Josh, you were talking about
Fair
it. the story
enough.
of it.
I mean, they based them
That one
win.
was utterly brutal.
I'm gonna get ice cream while whatever this timeout thing is.
Okay, boom.
We've
Look
already
away
seen
What?
from
Fracture.
future.
It's gone. It's in the past.
Uh,
Out of their minds. And EDG would have been feeling so confident
Can you
earlier
see?
on. You know,
Look what you could do to
fucking
fucking
They
B-site.
got together a nice half.
That would be
7-5.
awesome.
Got up to 9-5.
Okay, or
Sure, they lose the bonus, but that's to be expected.
how do
They're
I
rattling
delete
forwards.
Everything.
In control of Pearl.
Or you could literally
5 rounds later
smoke every
is a serious
single
possibility.
angle.
EDG's
Actually, no, you wouldn't
economy
need to
is
smoke
such a
that
rough
because you're
spot
going
right
like
now.
this.
They're in a weird position
4,
where most of the players
6.
could buy, but Shishu doesn't have enough money. So the question
You could
becomes,
smoke every single fucking angle
force
in the
up
map.
with 4 rifles.
So difficult. I mean,
You're
play
telling me that
for
would
it
be
all.
sick?
knowing that your buy is going to be
No!
frozen in the final round. If
I
Paper
am
X
so
get
mean.
12, or do you
Imagine
try and
trying.
take a save and play
Imagine
for OT?
trying
what
to
it
do
discusses now,
You have a giant grin on your
I
face.
think in theory the correct play
No,
is to try and force
I'm
it. So at least you'll
sobbing.
get something together the
That
next
would-
round. You want to try and
No,
get
it
yourself up to
wouldn't.
12.
It would
It's
not
all
be
in.
cool.
It would be
We're right back
awesome.
into it.
Oh, back
Dude.
to back
So
to back.
tough for Chishu.
I'm
Smoggy
hurt that you even think that would
is
have
catching.
I
First
think
sign
it'd
of
be
utility,
fun.
immediately
I think it would be
respected
the
by
worst
backing
thing in the
away. He
game
still
for
has
game
Nanoswarms
balance.
again, but
They
then
should
placed.
crank down how
Just
many
a single
old-
Nanoswarm actually breaks the
They should
alarm,
have
but still
7
2
old.
remaining.
That's last round.
Onto the site, deading them now. The wall to cut across, but the
So you're
site has been
saying
given up in its
this would be a
entirety.
7 ult or alt?
No, her ult.
Alarm bot, Divine,
Or
tapping.
right
Yeah,
now,
I think
for active ult.
Now sticking
what
to the
they should do
plan.
to her is
It's gonna
make
be their
her smokes
scenario
last
for
a
EDG.
little bit
You're gonna have to
longer
try and play
and
this
make
one into the
her
retake.
cooldown on her
Not the
suck
weapon.
a little bit
Kang has
shorter, and that's
everything
it.
to do
That's it.
into the corner.
That would
Dashes
just make
there.
her
Here's the
a more
footsteps.
consistent
Beautiful
character.
kill. Does he commit to this one a
Although
bit
her
further?
ults are
Tap.
very big.
Forcing out a util. Rest of his team fighting
No,
for it,
she
but they
had not-
contain
not
the
the
flank, and they
biggest.
bring
Viper's is still
the
the
wall
biggest.
down. 2 left standing once more.
She used to
Can
have
Chichu
the
even find a
smallest,
rifle
and
in
then
the
they
midst of
changed
all of
it.
this? They haven't
Now
even
they're a
got the
little bit
pull out.
bigger.
Paper X.
Viper, Brimstone, and I believe
actually.
Harbor
I mean,
are
Mind
still
Freak's dead at the
bigger.
moment,
dead.
Brent.
Well, Harbor's off.
This is my grip on reality here,
'Cause
but
his
Forsaken
code
is not.
used to be-
It's 12 to 11.
Bro, they're actually just they're aim diffing them right now.
And one of the more critical kills in that round is something, winning the Jet head-to-head on the flank to stop the threat that is Kong Kong.
Just aim diffing everyone.
Aim dip and then goes down. Like,
Kong Kong playing the defensive side Jet, got up to 20 kills
Comes
quite
right
a
back.
while ago, and since then
Dude, what they
has only really been able to put 1 on the board.
Look at the last.
Created a threat, but the rest of the team just couldn't capitalize. Paper Rex, 6 in a row, have just stolen the lead from EDG and now are on match point. EDG with a horrendous buy as Paper Rex continue to just hammer it home into B over and over again.
Oh my God!
There needs
Look
to
at
be
something.
an answer. Something to push
AC
the
130
flag.
above.
So many players out in the open. There's something plucked out of the sky. Jing, close to the corner.
Oh shoot, it's match point? Sorry. What happened? Oh, wait.
Forsaken wins this?
There's the last one left here. But
Please, Forsaken.
with everything to play for.
Left, bro, left.
Oh.
We're getting overtime though. That's fine.
Brings it to 12. Brings it to OT.
After 6 in a row.
Who's that? Who do you think that guy's rooting for?
Finally come up with the answer to be able to save this series.
Yeah, as I was saying,
it's just a brawl.
Bursts.
The players defending, taking
Of
fuels
wins,
down
yeah.
B
Bursts
long.
of like 3 wins and then 5 wins.
A ridiculous aim duel.
Because like the rounds that they don't win, they're trying new things. I think.
Who
Yeah,
does this
they had
favor?
8 straight wins.
Forsaken's picked up an Odin
And then
defending.
And then like eventually they catch on to something that works and they get it 3 rounds in a row.
Areas
Yeah.
he's thinking of spamming there.
Unless you're playing on bind and they just keep the rush.
Do you remember these clashes in A main, Brent? We've seen them so many times on EDG's attack half. Here it comes.
Resulting in a coin flip, almost TP past the box. PRX.
That was a terrible
bait out
this
this and then they re-hit it afterwards. They're doing the exact same again. EDG, they need to be a bit better for this one. He was not blinded up, but how long hits the transfer? At least the spray down.
Oh, nice bronze.
All 5 players from PRX grouped up here.
Grouped up, fully rotated. They want to make another go of this one. Fighting.
Dude, I don't want a game 3. I don't want a game 3.
That's how the round ends, but EDG find themselves.
What map is 3?
Bind.
Oh.
Yeah,
poor
hold on? Can they
EDG doesn't say that shit.
Whose pick was that?
They haven't had a map point at any point. But they were at 11 for so long.
It's random, I believe.
No, it's
the players just woke up here towards the end.
And they didn't ban Bind?
The individuals were popping in those moments. They just took duels and won them.
record on Bind though. I could be wrong, but
this has been the key in the last 2 rounds.
Wait, why don't we pick Burrow?
Have been won by EDG taking fights and hitting heads.
And then we banned Haven.
We've seen a lot of, the map control plays and the dancing around and using utility and ultimates. Sure. But also, when push comes to shove.
Aren't they good
Maybe
on Split?
They are pretty good on Split.
It's just
maybe
a raw
PRX
fight.
is better.
Who knows? Because maybe it was something also like in scrims, you know? You never know what happens in their scrims.
Oh, I can pull this up. Let's go.
We don't have full context.
PRX waiting a little bit of an instance. Seeing what Utah's being used.
Okay, I see.
Wave of it.
So they're confident.
Fight back in that power right there. I mean, how don't save this paranoia?
What about PRX? How good are they?
Waited for them to use the dog, waited for them to
PRX?
flash it through again and just sent it flying, refighting again. It's these just little changes, the adjustments.
They're both very high. They're both good win rates.
It feels like brute force, and in most instances,
every single one of these have raised.
There is the adjustments occurring.
When the defenders have 5 players stacked in A main, ignoring all the rest of the map, and the attackers continued
that's
to
all
barrel
time.
through even when the Killjoy's dead.
Like back here with like.
It feels like Blenkovic.
Okay, switch back to the stream. Switch back to the stream.
Operator though, heading into this to try and close things out for EDG. And send us
Not trying to shut you up, but like we got
That's where the spike is.
The AWP?
Be a smoke in his face most likely, or at least a wall, something to block off this angle. Flash.
Ding, ding, ding.
The record smoke. Kang
Oh,
now.
Kika.
Just left wondering if they have crossed. We know differently, of course.
Doing a trap play.
It's off the alarm bot.
Yeah, they're doing a trap play.
Presumably, he's also going to pull off as soon as the turret takes contact. And in fact, after 20 seconds pass, he decides to
watching
drift over there anyway.
There it is. Does he let it rip? Does he let it loose?
Please get picked off, Omen.
That's already broken. Grouped up. PRX almost in their
Yeah,
entirety
doing
here.
the
Split
trap
up. They've taken A main control. Paranoia. Reclearance fight. Something was out of position for it, but he still loses that one.
Alright, hey.
It struck.
What just happened? What just happened?
They exploded.
Collapsed the trap back on top of EDG. And this
I'm
is all
so
certainly going to another round
They
of
exploded
OT,
on site.
Can pull out the
It's true. He has one smoke. He has one smoke.
No armor, just the
He has his op in one smoke. He's fucked.
And
there's no gun.
I mean, they are not letting him get away with it.
I did. You saw his face. That was so funny.
What a round for PRX.
Toying with him.
It's a great work there too.
You should have seen his face cam when he got shot through the smoke.
Something's the first death, but he's also playing anti-flash, ready to swing, and the rest capitalize. Mind Freak is there, ready to stop the second wave of the push coming through.
The tilted monitor,
from the A main players, it's instant and
It doesn't show it. It didn't show the other guy's face. What?
No streaks of
What?
rounds happening here.
Oh, it's like, where'd the audio go?
Yeah, they just got quiet.
Okay.
Like, the crowd is...
No major clash happening on one side of the map or the other, but PRX are stacking 4 towards A. It's not for a fight at the extremity to begin.
There is like... And they're even more like...
He's waiting to deploy them in case EDG just runs away.
Oh yeah, no, they're like... They're more hyped than we are, but they're just, they're all worried, they're rooting for their team, they want to win.
Dude, what is this setup? I kind of like this. They're playing it like a Haven. Why is Mind Freak pushing?
Control gained.
Yeah, I mean, Viper playing Viper mid, Viper and KJ holding down mid. They're playing it like how Fnatic plays. They're playing it how Fnatic plays Haven.
Yeah, they're literally playing Haven. Look,
very scared.
2B would be the sewers.
Any chance of trap plays?
And normal.
Did I want like?
Does this Prowler catch?
Dude,
does not. And something's
I really want to like. I really want to.
Here we go.
Oh, big.
The microwave.
Jing! Jing! No, pay attention to Jing. Hello.
Push them back away from
Who cares about something? I'm kidding, but.
wide. Kang surviving a little bit.
Jing got 3!
No, it was the
PRX
flick. It was
finish
the
it.
flick that
It's the
something
duelist
hit.
players of something and
I wanna
Jing
see.
that
I wanna see
closed the
all
door on
three do something.
EDG.
It was like it was more of a micro flick though,
Excellent play
wasn't
by
it?
something
No,
over.
it was right before she
Jing
got
picked his
flashed.
timing to try and fight towards Art.
Yeah, it was good
Beautifully too.
timing.
Usually it's the rest of the
Yeah,
squad kind of
it was decent, but he got 2.
And here, just decided to take the fights themselves. There was 3 players dropped.
I mean, yeah, I'm hitting that.
Forsaken's shaking with the anticipation
I'm hitting that.
of being
That's
able
like
to put this team away. What a
I don't know. You could definitely argue that
Paper
the option was more skilled than a Q right click.
They
To be
have a
fair,
match point to work
that
with.
is a fair
Look at
point.
this timeline, man.
What brought more value
Got
though?
one more round.
Oh, they caught on. Oh, that was actually
Once more bringing it back.
smart for
Away
like
from EDG. It's heartbreak for them.
however long.
PRX
coaching and Valorant is so underrated.
sailed away to that 2-0. This is the beginning
Yeah.
of it. Turret's
Alex
broken.
is
Dash forwards
such a
from
great
something
coach.
really now.
Me and Sentinels didn't have a
Angry
coach
players
for
are
over
going
a
to
year
have the
and a
most
half.
to do. It's Chichu and Smoggy.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're saying, but they're the people that.
Away, but it's just
Man
slowed down a tad, and
behind
now you're going to see it.
It's about to do something. Something's about to.
Into the back of Halls.
Oh, problem.
Finally done
Alright, Forsaken gets 2.
Please.
Please. No, he had to reload. He didn't want to reload.
Does have the spike.
Oh, he had the idea, but
It's watched for 14,
come on, man.
14.
Okay, I'm gonna. 1 second.
I said it was those anchoring players, Josh. They had the most to do, and they did it.
What a step up.
Dude, this is so big.
Feels like both of these teams are just
close,
trying to get into position for large execs onto sites at this point. Going for a bit of a contact play and then deciding to burst through. Awesome fights from Smoggy there.
That is a big man who should.
And now, situation reset. You can see what it means on both sides. EDG fighting for survival
I want
here.
to play more Valorant.
Not an elimination match, but survival in the match itself to head over to buy. We have an operator on both sides, and both jets are heading towards each other.
My dad played professional arena shooters.
Hello.
Hello.
So like the finals, is it like best of 7?
Off the back of the Prowler. That's why he takes it full to the face.
Oh god.
It might be best of
PRX
5
are looking into mid. It's a
games.
recleanse with the flash. That is risky from
knows?
Jing.
I think they did
Lots
that
of
in Sao Paulo.
Positions where you can play anti-flash. And EDG, look at this mid-round response. Jing contacting up and re-clearing. They hit the head straight through the wall. Jing is weakened. Molly at his feet. Another flash as well as the second one used here, and he is in a bit of danger. There's a pull. Used to support him. At the feet, nobody can really scale particularly fast.
They said that.
Kang now still with a dash, hits the lamp. Oh, there, clearing the way over the top.
Thank you.
Not missing well.
I don't know what I just watched, but
hitting PRX.
What happened? Something with the shorty.
Control of every single area.
EDG have a good attack round challenge.
So quickly. As soon as EDG show their hand and realize that they want to commit through Art, everybody from PRX is there. There is no thought that there could be a lurker causing
Did
pressure on the
EDG
other
like
side.
try to have a good
Something
attack
kind of
round
event
challenge
happening.
and
Rest in peace, Twistin.
Both
Oh, I
teams
just
realizing that the other is
I
going to
just
be
elbowed. Was he like? Is that what he was known?
moments when the pressure is the highest,
Yeah.
and everyone from
After
PRX
he
collapses.
passed, they
It
did
is
shorty
whiffy.
jousting.
I know. I saw the jousting. I didn't really know. Like, I knew it was for him, but I didn't know what it signified.
And pick up the
He used
rifle.
shorty a lot.
Now, once again, heading into the next. Both jets
I saw it, yeah.
have rifles.
They did.
Twistin.
Twistin was a
PRX
player
with another
for.
chance of being able to close things out. They have
Like-
been hammering B
Navi.
hits.
No, wait. It was Vitality, wasn't it?
Oh, Vitality.
This one looks
He's
slightly
playing for
different,
Vitality.
with something in mind for him coming from B lane.
Committed.
Again,
And
it puts all the pressure on the shoulders of
the
Howdong.
next match, they did shorty jousting on
time
Fracture
Kang
on the
joins
ropes
him.
for him.
Howdong's
Smoggy.
Howdong's holding another paranoia.
yeah.
He uses it
Really
early.
He doesn't cross, they
Ooh,
don't
wait.
specifically
We have
to
link
get out of here.
presence.
They're gonna use
We have
Yuto to
big
clear
link
him.
presence.
What are you
Oh, that's
saying?
that's a bad timing. Oh, a ranked swing. Let's go. Literally no one to trade him, but he's still. Yeah, especially with Jet. Ooh, yes.
This is disastrous.
They can't push in.
How brilliant, man.
They can't push in.
The anchoring players are struggling
They
so
just
much
let
to be able to
KJ
capitalize.
get
on what
free on
had happened in B-Link.
entry.
They just got stuck inside the site. Forsaken's about to drop 30
Dude,
and
I know
close
I'm
this
about
out
to
for
see that
PRX.
one
Jing
guy,
wants to
solid
fight.
guy.
Wants to fight. Flash.
Dang.
Chichu's
No,
blinded.
his name is was
Still
it
hits it, still brings
Al
it down.
something
2
now.
versus 2.
Aiden now. Aiden.
Position's got to be known.
I love
Sees
watching stuff
a
like that.
connection.
Jing may have just throw. Okay, nice.
Nope.
You stole Forsaken's ace.
Completing the run
Thank
back.
you.
It does not matter. It does not
Playoffs
matter.
in a
Team
2-0 fashion.
They're gonna qualify.
Bro.
The lower bracket.
What a performance from PRX here today. absolutely outclassed EDG on map 1 and then pulled off
stand a chance.
an unthinkable comeback. 11-6 the score at one point here on Pearl, and EDG couldn't close it out. They had their moments during the regulation, and when things went through to overtime.
That would be, I don't think
losses in OT were the story of EDG before they had that breakthrough in Tokyo, and I thought they'd solved it.
Qualified.
The recent runs, how confident they've been. I thought they'd been able to solve that issue, and yet it rears its ugly head once again, and PRX capitalized.
So what's that mean?
A beautiful game from them, though, with something in the roster certainly looking like a candidate for being able to go deep and maybe contest for the trophy.
Definitely found his confidence in his footing in the second half, at least. That second map, but yeah. Full congratulations to PRX. I think map 1 they had an amazing game.
Who do we think wins? Is Navi good?
Right out of what Giants were doing exactly against them. A lot of the contact plays, making sure that they kept an eye on the economy, seeing when the operators were purchased, but
at the same time, Brent, what scares me when I watch PRX is you can't give them an inch because the whole roster is so talented. You give them a small moment. I mean, in the final round here, I thought they'd done enough.
Yeah, looked like Smoggy contained it.
Smoggy's play takes down something and Mind Freak in B-Link, and yet still a player steps up, forsaken in that moment with the 3K to be able to close things and put them in an amazing position. There are threats everywhere on this PRX roster.
That's why people are talking about us. One of the competitors, one of the only teams that can really maybe hold a candle to Fnatic.
Look at this.
And I have a chance to really go on a bit of a run this tournament. Certainly one of the best teams here.
And they demonstrated a bit of a variety of pace. Sure, some of these rounds were super all-in. Very PRX style.
Boom.
The enormous
now, what does it
clashes
say?
towards one side of another or another.
What does it say?
But we also saw, like you said,
I have,
that slightly more contacty play, the more cerebral element of being able to just take map control for free without making a huge amount of noise and barreling down like a herd of elephants.
282 comp powers on KJ in ring.
Go to me. Go to me. How many comp powers? Who's my most comp powers?
Most comp powers.
Go to me.
Their spot in the playoffs.
Pulling it up.
EDG as well, of course, the journey's not over yet for them.
Me.
They'll have a chance to fight back and their spot in the playoffs as well.
Their journey's not over, but this
group
is still tough. Whoever wins a game between Crow and Giants.
So wait, you have more total hours. You have more hours on one agent than me.
Yeah, had so many chances.
The most is Raze.
Having said that, I feel like
Reyna, and then
Jay, and then Phoenix.
Usually it's Gecko.
Often we say they favor the loser.
Yeah, so there's no one I haven't played in comp?
But in this kind of moment,
I haven't played Deadlock.
Never played Deadlock, never played Arbor.
Why doesn't it show like 0 hours?
Right.
I don't know.
Let me see, wait, so Deadlock, Arbor.
If nobody doesn't get
I've played Deadlock, I've played Arbor.
I've done that, I've done that one. I think I've done Viper. I've done that, I've done that.
I'm 7 and 10.
Frankly, I feel robbed as well. I was hoping that we would get to see the Raze Reyna composition going up against Kang's Chamber.
Oh, Brayden's 5-stacking now.
Dude, look at this series. It was explosive at that. I mean, some of these rounds as well, so coin flipping.
All my stuff.
The way that they were just
really
taking
high
them.
rated.
But the coin flip there not being necessarily random, but more due to
that's
forcing
kind of like
right? They all group up in an area, force fights, and whichever team is able to have the better aim, the better spacing, the better utility use.
How do you
just making sure they didn't wait
a comp, maybe?
I mean, you saw the adjustments over the course of that second map.
It should just
wasn't all just brute force.
Yeah,
wait.
comp.
Brutal side.
Wait, how do you?
But it's true on map 1 at least.
Here.
Towards the
latter S round win
of Pearl. Definitely things to review for EDG. They
Dude,
rated themselves
should have seen my
5 out of 10 in
fucking
the game against Giants.
when last season at the peak of my KJ, bro, my DDA was insane.
Alright, I'm gonna predict the rest of the
I hit a
playoffs,
17 damage delta.
Ready for this, Toasty?
Again,
Yeah.
I mean, rare to go to see them in the playoffs, man. I mean, I don't know how many days
Crew?
until they play again, but they are so exciting to watch.
They can't come quickly enough, can it?
Next one.
Any matchup where you get PRX.
I think they were making those adjustments anyway. Let's send it down to the stage. Mimi standing by with the interview.
I think genuinely Zeta wins.
I'm doing hereby something for
I think-
Verizon post-match
I think
interview
that NRG
here. Guys, give
wins
it up
and
for
beats Billy
something.
Billy, and then Fnatic wins.
Congratulations on your win.
So wait, does Na'Vi, who wins, Na'Vi or Loud?
I think Na'Vi wins. I think Na'Vi wins, but then DRX.
I like Na'Vi as a team more than Loud. Like, I don't even know the players, but just Na'Vi as a team.
I want to go back to KK
Na'Vi
now.
as an org. Na'Vi as an
It was a
org.
great placement for them. But now
Caleb,
you're
what's
here
yours?
and you get the
Oh, I see it.
opportunity to play with your team. And I wanted to ask you as well, with how much anticipation was surrounding your debut? Everyone was so excited to watch you play on stage. Did that add more pressure, or do you feel like that fueled you to play better?
I mean, of course, if a lot of pressure, it's meaning you must be playing.
Good warm up though.
I would also